All right. We'll be cutting the session short because we don't have Xavier here, who was playing Angus. So we'll get as far as we can without Angus for now. Does anybody want to do a recap?
Um.
I'm
just-
too exhausted, so.
Drizzle went missing, and after he didn't return after a day, we went down to find him. Talked to some people in the local tavern. We're pointed toward Dr. Deal's house. We went to converse with her, and then we went to check out the library. So, we ran into an old friend of Pavu's, who is no longer a friend of Pavu's, for he lied, and is therefore a heretic in Pavu's eyes.
All right. And a cop seems to be pestering them. A dwarf cop who had the balls to
Was he a dwarf or was he a halfling?
He's a dwarf.
Okay.
Although
Yeah,
it doesn't look like he
Devil's
has
dwarf.
like a lot of facial hair. He has stubble there, so he definitely had a beard, like a bigger beard before. No, he just has mutton chops.
What kind of self-respecting dwarf shaves his beard?
And not one.
All right, and I guess we can continue. What just happened was Orla
Can I get the
showed
card?
you guys the evidence she found, or like of course there's already more than enough at the library, but she found a two-toned hair of white and green.
We also found evidence of vine whip
Yep.
and quite a lot of water.
It wasn't a lot of water. It's just the
Enough to soak a rug.
yeah.
Quite a large rug. Thank you. Woo!
Did you get an
He
ace?
got an ace.
Yes, I did.
Ace of Spades, which is
Wow.
a Motorhead song. That I'm reminded
That's an
of.
automatic crit.
Wow.
Alright, so
Wait. Is that an automatic crit or is that
that-
just at 11?
I think
I
it's-
think that one was an automatic crit.
Awesome. Pocket crit.
All right, so I suppose at this point you were conversing after the cop told you guys to shoo. You guys didn't leave, but Orla said it's fine. We can leave now. We have all we need. All right. So after your huddle, she says, "All right, I reckon we should split up, so that pesky cop doesn't bother you again." She reaches into her suit coat and pulls out like a metal card. Show this to him, and he should not bother you again. And it's like some sort of like an it's like permission, basically. Permission to do the investigation, because before you legally
It's the
technically
local
couldn't.
equivalent to a deputy badge.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of a deputy badge, but for here. I guess you'll hand it to Desiree.
Okay. Desiree takes it, says,
And
looks at it, says, all right.
I
Well,
guess-
you just
Puts it
said
onto
that
her
we
armor.
had enough evidence to bring him to trial.
Yes, but it never hurts to get more.
I suppose
I
this
agree
is
with
true.
that.
Alright, I'll take care of the boy and we'll just split up to gather more evidence. And I guess yeah. She brings Angus with her to gather more evidence. I guess I will delete their tokens off the map.
Don't delete them, hide them.
Oh, hide them. Shit. Well, I can just bring them back anytime.
Yeah, that just makes it easier.
Alright, now you guys are free to keep roaming.
Okay, well, we haven't looked into the clinic yet. I
Oh
have
yeah,
looked into
we're going to the
4.
clinic.
Okay, 4 is the police station, 5 is the town hall. and a 6. 7 probably not going to have information for us. Or is 8? I have no doubt that there will be something in the mine, but we have no reason to visit it yet. Nor the farm. I say we head to the clinic.
Alright, clinic
I
it
agree.
is. Let me bring up the scene for the clinic. Well, you're in the clinic.
It's not locked.
It is an unlocked door, that is correct. Because it would be kind of weird if you needed to go to the hospital and then the door was just locked.
Mm-hmm.
Right, what would you guys like to do? Or I guess I should describe the setting. There is a pretty large desk and about 4 tables about the room. One of them behind the desk with bottles and medical supplies laying on them. And this just seems to be the front area, though, the waiting area. And there is a door behind the desk leading to what you would assume to be an operation room or an intensive care room. And there are 2 people, a tiefling behind the desk and a human sitting at the waiting room examining a bottle. What would you guys like to do?
Pavel will walk up to the tiefling.
I follow.
Alright, she says
Same.
simply, can I help you?
I
Perhaps.
whisper to Pablo, she's Dr. Wen.
Huh?
What?
I whisper to him, that must be Dr. Wen.
And she seems to have heard you, and she says, "Oh no, I'm not Dr. Wen. Dr. Wen's right there." And she points to the human, just examining the bottle. I'm the nurse/secretary. I do all the paperwork stuff. And I also help him out every now and then. So why are we whispering anyway?
I couldn't tell you. That's all him.
Alright. She seemed pretty amused by that. So...
We've come to this town in search of our friend who has recently gone missing.
She's checking the paperwork.
He is a water genasi. A rather hard individual to miss.
They are blue, right?
Correct.
I think I remember
With white
something.
and green hair.
I remember, and she starts rooting through files beneath the desk. It happened just yesterday, so it shouldn't be hard to find. But I remember writing down when he came in. He did come through here.
Good. We actually have a solid lead. A lot better than better than Isaac gave us.
Hold on. So what do you guys have written down for time so far?
What?
You guys I think somebody was keeping notes on what times you knew what happened.
We know he arrived at Orla's house at about 1 o'clock, stayed for an hour and a half, then left to the library. And then we lost, and then we don't know. We don't know what time he.
2:30.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, so it took him an hour to get to the library.
It's not that big a town.
All right. I found, and she pulls out a small slip of paper and says, "Yep, yesterday he showed up at around so it was 2:30. I'm doing math now. Like this is not like in character for her. It was so left the library at 2:30. So this, yeah, he logged in at about, or not really logged in, but he came in at around 2:37, and she slides over the slip of paper. I'm supposed to keep track of whenever anybody enters and leaves. Though I only have when he came in. I don't have any time for when he left.
You know, it makes sense if it took us an hour to get to the library from when we came into town, because we did stop by What's-Her-Face's place first.
No, yeah, he was there for an hour and a half. Shouldn't
Oh, we're
have taken
talking
him-
Drizzle here.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. So we have some period of time where we don't know where he was between about 1:30. No,
Between two
no,
thirty.
no. He left Orla's house at 2:30. Okay, never mind. All makes sense.
Yeah. Orla's account says he left the library and then walked by her house to some building that was on. I guess that was to the left of her house. That's what her account says. Anyway, yeah, I think that's the best I can do for now. I only have when he came in, but I don't have when he came out.
Was he injured at all when he came in?
A little bit, but otherwise he seemed completely fine. He was telling me that he got attacked, although he wasn't calling for himself. He was calling for, like, to help the person who attacked him. He seemed just fine, or at least almost fine. He had a, and she is motioning. She's doing like a slash motion with her hand, like over her stomach. He had kind of like a little gash right there, but besides that, he was just fine.
Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance, but not for me.
This person that attacked our friends, did you get a good look at his face?
No, nobody showed up, and when we went to the library, no one was there. At least when Doctor.
Did he say the name? Did he say the name or describe who was injured?
I don't remember. Maybe that's something we should ask Doctor when he was the person who actually went to the library to check.
Anyone would like to move to the doctor?
Oh, can I help you? And he puts down his bottle.
Yes.
You need something, I presume.
Yes, we're looking for a friend, Water Genasi. Blue skin.
He came in and
Two-tone hair.
Yeah, yes, I remember who you are talking about. I remember he came in. He asked for help, but not for himself. And he told me somebody was hurt at the library, but when I went there, no one was there. No one.
Did he tell you the name or description of whoever was injured in the library?
Yes. He told me they were very, very, like, I would say around 5'10", thin. Yes. But besides
Does
that,
this
that's all
describe Isaac?
Isaac is a Goliath, so no.
Okay.
5'10". Not so much.
We knew he was lanky, but
Thin, yes. Had long hair. And he's now fidgeting with a bottle. Well, and he keeps trying to, fidgeting with the bottle. His focus keeps going from the bottle to you while he keeps talking.
Do I see what's inside this bottle?
Oh, it's just an antiseptic. And he turns the label towards you, and it just says antiseptic.
Did he say anything regarding race? I'm sure that's quite important when you're trying to treat someone's race.
Human. Yeah.
Human. Can I insight check that?
You can. You are skeptical, but you still don't know how. But you still don't know how to feel. Actually, no. He's masking it horribly. Yeah, he seems very uncertain right now.
I feel a lot of uncertainty from that answer.
Oh, why is that? I'm the doctor. Why would I lie to you? And he puts the bottle down, and his hands are now.
Oh,
Why would the librarian lie to us?
Librarian? Isaac, you mean? I think.
Isaac has already lied to us today.
Oh. But he's a Goliath. Why would he lie? I thought there was a thing where they can't.
There's supposed to be. Apparently that's not enforced down off the mountain.
I suppose so, because it's just a normal village. But still, that does not seem
It's a
very
shame that
like
it's
him.
not.
Are you sure he was lying?
Positive.
Oh.
He said that he said that Drizzle had not been there when we found Drizzle's hair there.
Drizzle.
This is the name of the water genasi.
Water genasi. Uh-huh.
Also evidence of his favorite spell being cast.
And a rug that was quite soaked in water.
Well, I don't know what to say besides he came in here and then he left.
Do you know where to?
I do not, unfortunately, for I was,
Weren't you called to help
he did call
with
me
whoever was injured at the site?
I did, and there was no one there. No one at the site.
No one was at the site?
No one was at the site. There was destroyed furniture. So I believe there was a tussle there. I don't... Your friend is a spellcaster, so I think he was the one that probably broke the furniture in half, right?
And knowing Drizzle, he's a very calm sort. He doesn't attack unless it's absolutely necessary.
So it must have been a real fearsome foe.
Yes, he's even less likely to fight something if he doesn't need to than I am.
And that's saying something.
At the bar last session, would I remember anyone that was human that had long hair?
And was about 5'10".
Yeah.
The only person you can think of who is thin and has long hair and roughly that height is Orla so far. Well, do you think the description I gave you could bring you to any leads? And now he's rubbing his hands together. Ooh, it's awfully cold in here.
Is it cold?
I mean, I wouldn't ask the Goliaths because they...
To those of us in heavy armor, no.
Hey, Roma, is
Medium
it awfully
armor
cold
here.
in here? Could you turn,
Or the Goliaths,
could you turn
yeah.
the furnace? Sure. And she just walks over and starts a furnace. It's in the top right corner of the room.
Right. Well, we were having this conversation with Doctor when I was gonna glance over at the nurse. Did she look interested in the conversation?
Was she reacting to it at all?
She mostly didn't react, except for two parts. The one where he was giving the description, where she was like kind of itching her chin, and when he said it was cold in here, in which she looked a little confused because you're guessing she just didn't feel cold, but she started the furnace anyway.
Well, I'm just making sure. You said human, right? Just need to make sure. You sounded quite...
Human, yes.
I look
Pavu, because because Ithorn and Desiree are both between him and Dr. Wen, he will lightly tap the desk to the look while looking at the nurse, and give a slight gesture with his head toward the door, toward outside.
Oh, he wants to talk to the nurse outside?
But he's attempting to do so subtly.
Alright, she just kind of gives like a confused but subtle nod, and she just kind of very quietly slides over the desk and follows you outside while Aethorn is talking to the doctor. Alright.
Well, doctor, did Jizzle or our friend say whether this human was a female or male?
And he's now scratching his palm and says, female. Yes.
Can I also insight that?
You can.
Come on, Rolls.
Ooh.
Hey!
Nice. Better than
Everything
my
he's been
check.
saying so far feels like it was improvised. Or not improvised, but more so
Improvised.
everything he's been saying so far does not sound very confident.
I kind of bend it down, staring at his face very closely, and kind of, in a kind of hushed tone, say, "Doctor, I trained with the Drow, masters of deceiving and lies, and from what I can tell, you're not actually telling us a lot of truth here. So
Hey, what if I'm just getting nervous? I mean, can you blame me?
Nervous?
Every one of you is 7 feet or higher. You can't blame me, can you? I'm just...
The advantages of getting rid of the fucking kid.
Oh, it's clear you're nervous. The problem is, why are you nervous? We're just asking you questions.
Well, I mean, you're all really, really big strangers.
Your point? In this town, you should be used to Goliaths coming around, so it really
That is
shouldn't
true.
affect you too much.
So, I ask you again. Tell us everything that you know.
That is all I know.
Doctor, I wasn't asking. I was asking nicely.
And now his hands are just, instead of itching his palm, his hands are now just his hands are holding themselves, and he's just thinking, or not thinking, but he says, look, I don't know, are you trying to accuse me of lying? Because this is really...
We're trying to find our friend, and we're getting really sick of everyone hiding everything from us.
Well, who's to say I'm hiding? I'm just a little guy, you know?
You know, that's the thing. I've traveled with him long enough, and she points to Aethorn, to know that he's really good at telling when people are lying.
If you think you can lie better than the Drow, you're mistaken.
He kind of stands up, dusts off his shirt, and goes behind the desk and says, look, I do... And, with a suddenly more composure, look, I do not need to be taking this from anyone right now. Do you even have any credentials to be here?
Desiree points to the badge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me see that. And he holds his hand out because he wants to inspect it further. See if it's
Takes
real.
it off, hands it to him.
Shoot. I suppose you have the authority, and he hands it back to you.
She clips it back onto her armor.
Fine, I have nothing more to tell you, but if you want, you can inspect back here, and he walks over and he unlocks the door.
Gladly.
Okay.
He steps aside to let you guys in.
No,
And
it's not
at
like
this
the-
point, we can
it's not
continue
like-
with what Pavu is doing. Pavu, do you have anything to say?
So clearly the doctor was talking out of his ass for a good chunk of that.
Oh. I mean, I'm not one to psychoanalyze people or like I can't tell if people are lying very much, but you think so?
Well, I imagine you would know if something was, if he were being untrue about that, given Drizzle came into the shop.
Well, yeah. I don't remember him giving any sort of description at all. More so, it's like a hurry. Like, instead of saying any description at all, he just said, "Quick, hurry, come with me. Someone's hurt," and didn't really say anything
That sounds more like Drizzle.
beyond that. Although maybe they said something on the way to the library or at there. I don't know.
Sounds to me like we've got a diversion.
Maybe. You think so? 'Cause once again, he could have said something on the way there, but...
He was describing Orla pretty well,
Yeah,
but from what I know, Drizzle had tea with Orla and had a nice time. Drizzle doesn't attack his friends.
it also doesn't... Yeah, it's people at this... Or like, some of the people at this town... They're kind of too mean to Orla. She's kind of too good for here.
I've noticed.
Yeah. I think just last week there was rocks thrown through her window. You heard about that one already?
Yep.
Well, I don't think there's much I can do for you besides let you keep the sign-in sheet.
That's right. We have the information we need from that.
All right, glad I could help.
And Pablo will walk back inside.
You will walk back inside also to go back behind her desk. But this time she's looking towards the door, seeing that you guys are walking in. Are they allowed to be here? Yes, they have the authority. They have the badge thing. Oh, okay. Probably would you like to join the other two?
I will, yes.
All right. All right. Dr. One will come in after all of you guys are in. Right, so you may do all the investigating you like.
Pablo doesn't expect to find much back here, given Drizzle didn't go back here in the slightest.
That we're aware of. Desiree starts inspecting the beds over here for anything out of the ordinary, specifically things that would pertain to a certain water genasi who is missing.
You roll for investigation. Also, pretend that the boxes are not there, like the ones that the beds are on top of. Pretend that the boxes are not there. This was originally just a potion shop, but we had to repurpose
That's
it
fine.
into a clinic and a potion shop.
Come on, roll decent. That's not decent.
As far as you can tell, there doesn't seem to be anything fishy about these beds.
Investigation. Okay. Aethon is going to try looking around. Do a 360.
360
Around
is
the
like
room.
perception, since you're trying to gather the general room.
Wrong button.
$21. Well, you bring yourself over to this wall where you find the I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's the stuff that Stuff that makes you pass out. Is that an anesthetic or something?
Yeah.
He seems to have a rack for anesthetic needles and pouches of just the liquid itself, and one of the needles seems to be isn't on there right now.
Mm.
Pavu, what about you? Would you like to check anything?
I asked Pavu to come over, check this out.
What you got?
Needles missing on this anesthetic. And the doctor over there was messing with a bottle while we were talking to him over at the table.
I'm going to tell you, there was nothing suspicious about the bottle. That was just him fidgeting with it.
Oh, okay. Never mind. It was not suspicious at all.
The bottle was an antiseptic, not an
Alright.
non-anesthetic.
Meant to sanitize wounds.
Pavu's actually going to step back outside of this chamber. And then he will head back to the nurse.
Would you mind if I see the sign-in sheets?
Mm-hmm. And she hands it to you.
Pavu will check the sign-in sheets for, say, the next hour after Drizzle, whoever came in next after Drizzle, if there are any such records.
Doesn't seems a little boy came in for a scraped knee and nothing more. This happened this morning, the little boy with the scraped knee, but I guess it doesn't really matter. But
Pavu will hand the papers back. Thank you.
yeah, there's no evidence of anybody needing to do any major surgery after Drizzle's disappearance. Nor shortly before.
Pavu will look for record keeping back here.
Mm-hmm. And that's the radio. You want to roll for
He will-
anything else?
He will just peruse.
Oh
he
yeah,
will
I'm gonna
just
check
look at
under the
files.
beds now and see if there's anything
All right.
odd. I'm guessing investigation.
Mm-hmm. Because I'd imagine it'd be hard for you to just look down there. So I'm imagining you're trying to feel for something. Oh.
Oh nonsense! I'm picking up the bed
It's the fucking
and
bed.
looking.
Let us not forget 4,000-pound lifting.
4,800 pounds now
4,800.
as of level 12.
Roll a 10 total.
Yeah, Desiree doesn't exactly have a good investigation check.
There's a trowel.
Both of our Goliaths have 10 or have even intelligence.
There's a trowel.
I pick that up and take a look at it. Do I need to roll another investigation?
Nope. Dr. One walks over and says, "Oh, that's why that went. This would have been a lot more convenient when I bought those potted plants the other week."
Okay, so I only found the one under both beds?
Yeah, just a trowel.
Okay.
The trowel seems
Why would
to...
it be under the bed, though?
Beats me. The trowel seems to have some sort of residue, some gray stone-hard residue on it.
I will hand it to Aethorn and see, what do you make of this?
Can I... Like, it seems like he was about to ask you for the trowel back, but you just walk right past him.
What do I need to make for this check to identify this gray thing?
Huh?
Sure.
Investigation, since you're just looking right at it. There's nothing to gather besides... It's more so there's nothing to take in, more so to investigate. I guess, yeah, just investigation.
Alright. Before that, I cast onto myself. To target myself? Just target a token before rolling. Okay. I'll cast Enhance Ability. Do Fox's Cunning instead. Have advantage on intelligence checks for 1 hour.
Nice.
With advantage. 19. 19?
It's concrete.
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 I look at Dr. Wen and I say, may I? And then I kind of like gesture, like asking for pat down on him.
Oh, then he lifts his arms up.
Yeah. I pat him down, take any belongings he has in his pockets, on his body, or whatever it is.
You find just a syringe. An empty syringe. I mean, you found a notepad and a pencil too, but you also find an empty syringe.
Does the syringe have a needle on it?
Hmm?
Does it have a needle?
It seems like it's supposed to have one attached to it, but not at the
Doesn't.
moment.
I'm gonna
Like one with like
go
needles
by
you can swap in
here,
and out in case you're using a thicker solution.
and I'm gonna take my time to see what stuff he's been making on the table.
Huh. It seems to be mainly antiseptics. And a few bags of, like maybe 3 bags of just saline to spare. But there's also like...
Does Ithorn say that it was concrete that was on the trowel?
out
Yeah,
loud?
I would have said it.
Why would there
Would
be
you have whispered or
concrete on
said it
it?
out loud? Because the doctor would have like responded if you
I
said it out
whisper
loud.
it to Pavo and Desiree as I walk around.
But besides the saline and antiseptics, there's like, would you assume it'd be like 2 healing potions?
Pavu looks confused whenever he's told that it's concrete.
What the fuck are you doing?
Using a trowel on concrete.
Concrete?
Agreed. Yes. Is there anything?
There are far better tools
I
to
guess-
level concrete than a trowel.
Oh, I don't recall using it for concrete. It's a gardening trowel after all. I would have used it for plants.
Which doesn't explain why there was concrete on it.
I'm
Pavu
just-
will start looking around for fresh concrete.
Oh, well, that's why nobody was realizing I said anything.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
needed-
look under the beds and stuff.
It seems no part of this building uses concrete at all. Seems mainly just wood.
Pavu will step outside and look.
Can't go through that door.
It's locked. Oh, pardon me. And he goes right by you and he unlocks the door for you. Let's go take a look outside.
Aethorn's gonna investigate this corner. Got a 26 under the beds. Box.
Also, Pavu, you're not. The building seems to be made out of wood and stone. It seems to be a relatively old building compared to all the other buildings in this town.
Is there no concrete around it at all?
Not for this building. No. Like maybe there's some bits, but it's probably like not used as a main like ingredient for the wall.
Yeah, well, I'm looking for any fresh concrete or like any freshly cured concrete that I can see.
It seems to be mainly stone, wood, and if there is any bits of concrete you find, they're already like they're no longer fresh. They're well dry. And you rolled a 26 to investigate the area around the beds.
Mm-hmm.
You
It's
start
really thorough.
actually, yeah, in this corner right here, they keep bags for bodies. But also you feel one of the beds, and the pillow, you flip over the pillows too, and the underside of one of the pillows is a little damp.
I kind of show it. I grab Desiree's hand and put her hand onto the pillow.
That would have been one of the things I was looking for. How the hell could I miss that?
Because you rolled a 6.
Because you just picked the bed up and looked under it and didn't bother to check
No, I
Yeah.
picked the bed up and looked under it after I inspected the bed. How did I miss a damp pillow?
Because it was on
Like-
the underside of the pillow. It's just a damp
Oh.
spot. It was on the underside.
Oh,
Yeah, like how when you flip over a pillow for the cold side.
right.
Is this
Okay.
pillow on this bed or
It's
on
on
this
this one.
bed? Okay. Do I find anything on this second bed?
No, it doesn't seem the bed's been used for maybe a solid week or 2.
Do I see any concrete marks under the beds? Anything?
Nope.
Or on the walls? Nothing. Alright.
Pavu trusts the nurse more than he does the doc. so he will step up to her before heading back into the back, and he will ask quietly,
Has the doctor done any concrete work?
No. Why do you ask?
because we found a trowel which had concrete cured onto it.
Maybe somebody else did something with concrete.
How curious. Has anybody else been back there?
And she starts looking through the login sheets.
Other than patients?
I mean, besides patience, doesn't seem so. I mean, besides him
It would have
himself and
been-
the patients.
It would have been at least a week ago before he purchased the potted plants. Whatever potted plants he was talking about.
Well, hold on. Did you tell her about the trowel with the cured thing? Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Well, maybe somebody was using it and handed it off to him. Maybe that's too
Perhaps.
far-fetched.
It is an idea. We will keep a lookout.
I know that the officer was painting something recently. Do you think that might have something to do with the concrete?
Concrete and drywall are two different things.
I mean, yeah, but you can still paint a concrete wall, right?
Well, this is true. And the sheriff, or what title does the head officer hold?
Head officer? I don't know. Like,
Sheriff.
Yeah, sheriff, I guess.
The sheriff is certainly high on the list of suspicious people that we have encountered, so I would not be surprised. And the doc has just made number 3 on the list.
Oh.
It's clearly something is being hidden.
And she turns towards the door and then back towards you. Gee. Huh. I guess we get back to... Is there anything else you guys would like to investigate back there?
These barrels over here.
Alright. I'm guessing you're going to ask him... Do you want to ask him first what's in there, or just want to open them? He's following you.
I ask him, may I open them?
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead. And he pulls out a crowbar and hands it to you.
I grab a crowbar out of my bag and use it.
Oh, okay. And he just he kind of puts it back where it was. And one of the barrels, it just seems to be filled with. Hold on. Oh, I got a message. It just seems to be just a very large barrel of whiskey. It's I have this much just because it makes people, it kind of numbs pain feeling,
All 3 barrels are whiskey?
No, you've only opened one of them.
Oh, I'm opening all of them.
The second one is a little less whiskey than before, and the third one just seems to be mining charges. Oh yeah. The miners leave that. I don't know why, but they decide to leave it in my office, or not really office, but the operating room. It is a pretty small town after all. We need to save as much space as we can. And who knows what would happen if a bad person just took the mining charges. So that's why they keep it in here.
At the clinic.
Yes. It's also because... Hold on, let me check something just to make sure. It's also because the clinic is the closest to the mine. This is true. The clinic is closer to the mine.
Does the mine not have a storage area?
No, it doesn't.
I mean,
Do you wanna?
the thought of
Do you wanna
these
roll
things
for-
just exploding within town sounds quite unreasonable.
Oh no worries. They're electric. Wait, what did you ask?
I mean, I'm saying that if these go off, they're putting the town at risk
Oh,
just
no.
because they want to store explosives.
They're safe bombs, I promise. They're electrically charged. So somebody has to purposefully detonate them in order for them to go off.
What did you say I needed to roll?
You can roll inside, like to see if the stuff he said about the mine seems made up or not.
16?
It seems he's telling the truth about the mine and how like they keep the explosives here because there's no storage area for the mine up there because it's such a small town, and that the clinic is the closest. All that seems to be true.
Do I have that? I'll use one of my mess kits, grab out like a canteen, and pour a little bit of the whiskey that he said and give it a taste.
Definitely not the best whiskey you've had, but you'd assume it's just supposed to be enough to numb the pain.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
I
the
close
best,
the
but
barrel lids.
It's clean, I can guarantee you that.
Anything under the table?
You can check, yeah. No, there's nothing under the table. I'm not even going to bother to make you roll for that because there's just nothing under there.
Well,
It's also worth
Should
noting that-
Desiree pick the
anything?
table up to get a better look?
I was about to say, you cannot lift the table because seems to be bolted to the ground.
Oh, Desiree could lift the table. It'll just break it.
She'll just shear the fucking bolts off.
Right? Totally lift the table. Or shatter the table in the process of trying.
Yeah, either the leg will break or the bolt will break.
Do you actually want to break the table? It's a lot of
No.
stuff on it. Okay.
No, we're joking.
Could be breaking a lot of other things that are on the table.
I'm just saying, it's very possible to lift the table. I'm not seeing how it's not.
Aethorn's just gonna do another 360 around the room one last time and look around the walls, the books, under the barrels.
Alright, also, what is Desiree's strength score anyway? Like, what is Desiree's strength modifier?
Her strength modifier is +5. She's got 20 strength. She's got a 4,800 pound lifting capacity, though.
Oh. Alright, also,
It's not her modifier that's the problem. It's her actual physical force.
you spot one of the, body bags is, like, one of the body bags that are usually kept over there is, in this corner, and, yeah, that's it. Doesn't seem to be dirty or anything.
They're just bags, right? There's no bodies.
Yeah,
in
there's
them.
no bodies in them. They're just bags meant for bodies.
And they're clean.
The one that's over here is clean, and the ones over there are also clean. The ones over here do,
Okay.
though the ones stored over here do have some dust on them.
Dust, did you say?
Dust, yes.
Okay.
But the one that's misplaced over here seems to be completely clean.
I ask, was there a death recently? Seems this body bag's cleaner than the others.
Oh, yes, but not in this town. It was for a nearby town that was had a shortage, so they wanted to borrow one of mine. Yes.
Ooh!
Gonna insight that.
That seems made up. It seems made up.
Again, Doctor.
Did he get a natural 20?
Yeah.
You're lying off your teeth. I can smell it and see it. Now, why is this body bag so clean?
But fine, I did some illegal hunting and I needed a way to move the deer that I shot.
What did you shoot it with?
The gun.
The gun.
A gun, yes, as you would do when hunting.
What type of caliber was it?
I don't know, but my friend I went hunting with sure knows. The chief. Yes, I went hunting with the chief. He knows the caliber. If that matters at all.
You went just to be clear. He said he went with a friend, and the friend was the chief.
Yes, or the sheriff.
Okay. The sheriff. Okay.
Yeah.
So he is definitely not to be trusted.
Yeah.
The sheriff or the doctor or both.
Both.
Both. Yeah. Can I?
As soon as we
insight
find
that
any
see
connection
if
to the
he
sheriff,
actually-
this person is not to be fucking trusted.
All right.
I'm gonna insight that comment about the sheriff.
19. He did something with the sheriff. He definitely hung out with the sheriff recently. You can tell that. Hunting, you're not so sure, but
A gun might have
he's a
been
little
involved, but
guy. You don't know if it's hunting, but he definitely has hung out with the sheriff recently.
Okay. Well, I'll inquire the
Also,
sheriff
here-
about this.
here's a
hunting.
question: why the fuck are you reusing body bags?
Right?
Is that a thing? What's done?
Are you gonna ask that?
Yeah.
Because I'm not quiet about what I'm asking the doctor. You could probably hear me like through the door.
Yeah. Pavu steps to the side because he's hearing this conversation. His conversation with the nurse was in hushed tones, but Pavu will shout over the counter.
What are you doing? What are you doing reusing body bags?
Oh, because we're at such a small and faraway town from most cities, it takes forever for us to get a new shipment. So, just this one time, I decided to wash it because I used it for not a work expense, but for a hunting trip.
And using the body bag for a deer too.
It was a small one.
Them fuckers are thick.
I mean, these body
Would this-
bags are also big. We have some Goliath in this town. We need big ones.
Is body bag big enough for
Okay,
a
well,
deer
he's
or a
got me there.
Goliath?
The body bag is big enough for both, but it seems they only have one size of body bag.
That seems odd.
Well,
Like
So
in the
long as
real
it's big
world,
enough
it
to
makes
find a
sense
Goliath.
that there's. As long as there's in the real world, it makes sense there only be one size. But why would you have all the same size there at Goliath size? Like, holy crap!
I start
Yeah, since
scribbling down stuff.
since Goliaths would up on the mountain would bury themselves up on the mountain, wouldn't bother coming down to tell the village.
Right. And you've got like
Yeah.
one Goliath who lives here.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
know.
we haven't seen the whole town, but as far as you know, there's just one.
There are probably 2 or 3.
Yeah. This town seems to be mainly
Athorn.
populated by dwarves, humans, and Goliaths.
Athorn kind of sinisterly grins without saying anything once Pablo asks that question and walks away. And he's just gonna do like another walk around this entire room, looking under the stuff, tables, drawers, barrels, under the rug.
Find anything fun in there?
A lot of lies, I would say.
Big surprise.
In the lobby that you're doing the investigation check in, there's really nothing more besides just more potions.
Do you tell Pavlo about the mining charges?
No. I feel like he would prioritize the mining charges over the current investigation.
He would certainly make note.
I don't know
of it.
about I don't know about
but
Desiree.
I Thorn would know. He is not the sort
Desiree
to steal
is
in the
not-
slightest.
Desiree is not part gnome. She's not that worried about making explosions.
Goliath as a whole, like their code of honor, just they refuse to steal. They don't do it.
I wouldn't say that's necessarily true, but generally.
Maybe it's true for your village.
Yeah, their code of fair play.
Oh yeah.
Stealing would very much be against fair play.
Yes, but what I mean is not all Goliaths. Any who've
Okay.
been exiled, may be perfectly okay with it.
Yeah, sure. And and Pavlo wouldn't have any qualms with asking someone like, "Hey, do you think you could yoink this for me?" If it were valuable enough to him, such as mining charges.
Athorn over the counter says, "Thank you, Doctor. We just have everything that we needed."
Well, let me move the doctor there. Oh, no problem. Come again anytime,
Yes.
or if you're hurt, you know where to go. Yes.
Oh, we'll be seeing you very soon.
I'm sure of that.
Ooh, that made him scared. Does Desiree just stay in there?
Staring at him.
Pavlo will nod to the nurse as he leaves.
I give
She
the
was-
nurse a very happy smile as I.
She was far more helpful than the doc was.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I take it you guys are leaving the clinic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's go back to the Morning Glow map. Is it... Yeah. It's activate to bring you guys all there, but I don't think I'll need to do that. Because you guys can just go there. Alright, where to next?
Athorn kind of says, "I think we need to talk to the sheriff, verify what this doctor said about hunting deer."
The sheriff in particular is something that Angus has to do. Unfortunately.
Oh. Okay, we can go to the mines, I guess.
Seriously?
It'll make
Angus has to talk to the sheriff?
Yeah.
Oh, short stack talking to a short stack.
That's the only reason I can think of, honestly.
Right?
Like,
No,
what the heck? A
no.
kid's gotta talk to him?
Is Orla? Was it Orla
It's like...
coming with us?
No, she's split up. She's,
Orla's babysitting.
Yeah, she's babysitting.
Right. Yeah. Athon suggests we go to the mines. There's something he needs to verify.
Alright.
Works for me.
No problems here.
I don't have a map for the mines, So I guess you can make your rolls. Well, as you walk to the doorway, there's some supplies by the entrance, but otherwise the mine does not seem to be very shallow. You're guessing the mine is relatively new.
Anybody working around there?
You would assume it's... No one's working there right now.
And there are no fucking traps in this one.
Nope.
Thank the gods.
It's not a very deep mine.
Huh. Any like shacks or wooden buildings around this mine, like storage?
There's an outhouse and there's storage.
I'm assuming they're both locked because nobody's around.
The outhouse is not locked. The storage is.
Okay. I guess I go to the outhouse, see if anybody's in there.
I'm assuming you knock first.
Nope, I swing it up.
Alright. No one's in there, but you can barely fit yourself in there. It's a pretty small outhouse. You can fit maybe
He has
I
to
don't need
back
to get
into
in
it.
You can fit maybe the
You have
front
to
half
back
of
in.
yourself in.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is a tiny house.
He has to
It's an
back
outhouse,
into it to
so
get his
it's just a
business done.
toilet.
He can't shut the door.
Yeah. I guess Aethorn will. Are there any windows in the storage room thing?
It's just like a shed, more so. But yeah. Well, there's one window. That's all.
Can I look through it?
Sure. Let's make an investigation check just because it's like there's no light source in there besides the sunlight, which you are now blocking.
He has dark vision.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Whoa.
17.
There are,
Well,
as
I
what
can-
you would expect to be, there are pickaxes, but there are also trowels. There is one single scraper thing, whatever thing for cement, the thing that's used to level it.
Trowels, you say?
And there's also a bucket. There are 2 buckets of paint. And there are 3 like paint bucket shaped rings around each bucket, as if like it was leaving like a stain of some kind. There's a black paint bucket there, there's a red paint bucket, and there's a white paint bucket stain. But no white paint bucket. Besides
I
that,
asked
mainly-
Desir if she could
Huh?
break this lock.
Hey, go ahead and make a strength check.
I mean, we.
Man, if only Desiree was here, she would have loved this.
I am here. What is this about, like, breaking something?
Breaking a lock.
Breaking the lock.
I heard the magic words of we need to break something.
And not the door, please. The lock only. I have a way to restore the locks, just so it isn't too suspicious.
Well, crowbar.
Desiree hands him an axe and goes, "You know, this will be a lot more effective."
Yes, we don't want to make it know that we've been inside this thing.
Yes, you're trying to just break the lock, right?
Yes,
That's
just the
still
lock.
going to be
assume
evidence
he
that
wishes
we're
to
coming
mend
in.
the lock back afterwards.
Yes, please.
Eh.
Exactly, Pablo. Thank you.
I think he's
You
asking
can
me to
still
smash
mend the lock after cracking it open with an axe.
That's the point they're making.
Yes, but mending with the axe, you might damage the door too.
It is a
Of
pretty
which
big axe.
Not if you're
that is a much
skilled.
larger gash than that is a much larger gash than a foot of which mending requires.
So he mends a few more times.
I don't think mending actually works like I don't think you can actually mend something that's
It
farther
depends
than
on your
foot and length. Yeah, I
It
suppose
depends
does
on your
depend
DM, honestly, because you can. It's just a matter of you can only mend a foot at a time.
And honestly, that's how I like to think mending works. But I've apparently my DM and or the DM that I had that I was doing Sunday evening sessions disagreed.
Huh. Interesting.
It's basically like fucking sewing the thing back together. Just a foot at a time.
Right. I mean, there are some things I would rule that you couldn't, but overall, I would say mending you certainly could.
And apparently prestidigitation only works in 1 cubic foot.
Everyone's been hacking.
I
I think that's what it says.
Okay.
I might be talking out of my ass, but
All right. So who wants to smash the lock?
Bob will pull out a crowbar and hand it to Desiree.
Well, that's no fun. Oh well. Desiree takes the crowbar and cranks open the lock. Actually,
It is not fun,
honestly-
but it is a lot quieter.
Honestly, Desiree doesn't even take the crowbar. She just grabs the lock and rips it off.
Yeah, that's the case. Make a strength check.
I mean, with the crowbar, you get advantage on strength checks.
I get advantage on
Strength
strength
check.
checks anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. Just rip the damn thing
fair
off.
enough.
Hey! Hey!
So make a strength check with advantage.
Oh my god.
14. It's a pretty tough lock, so you bend it, but you don't break it.
I have a 4,800-pound lifting strength. And
I mean-
pulling and dragging and all that.
Yes, but you roll.
What the hell is this lock made of? Adamantine?
It's just a pretty strong metal.
Now Desiree's pissed, and she does it again.
At prestidigitation, you instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot.
Where'd that be?
Oh, much better.
You successfully rip the U-shaped ring right off of the
Shackle.
shackle. Yeah.
Sweet.
And now
I
you have entry.
asked Desiree for the lock.
And she hands it to him.
And I say thank
Nora,
you.
who we have ignored for this session, is keeping an eye out for if anybody is on their way this way, and we'll let Pavu know if anybody is approaching. With her 19 passive perception.
All
I
right.
assume.
so I guess you guys can do your search.
25.
25. All right. Let's see. It seems to be like compared to like what you saw earlier. There you find some painting supplies too. There's a paint roller and different sizes of paint brushes, and it seems like one brush is not there.
Are there bags of cement?
There is bags of cement mix. Yeah. One of them
Does
is
it
half
look
full.
as
the
if
other
one is missing?
One of them is only 1/3 way full, and the other one is full. And at this point, Nora starts to notify you that someone's heading this way.
Out. Pava will step out.
You just want to, it's Officer Rudy, and he's walking over with a paint bucket and a paintbrush. Hold on, let me get his token out on the scene.
Might want him in to talk to Killer before Rudy gets here.
Right. As he... Wait, is that even his token? Did it not use his token?
That's his token, or that's the image what it had for him last
I
time.
could have sworn I gave him a proper token. Let me test something. He had a token too.
Then
so...
you need to check his prototype token.
Oh well, it's not like it matters much, but as he gets within like a reasonable distance of you guys, he just says, "I'm not trying to start like an not trying to start an interrogation. I'm just putting these back." He says.
Oh, officer. Had to ask you some questions.
Like I said, I'm not here for questions. I'm just trying to put these back where they go. And he puts down a white paint bucket and he puts down a now cleaned paintbrush.
Well,
Yep, there we go.
There you go.
And after he places those two down, he just starts making his way back to where he came from.
what time of the day is it at the moment?
Still early morning.
Still early
Really?
morning. Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything you guys would like to say to him before he leaves?
I just shout, did you go hunting anytime recent?
Hunting. Yeah. Why do you ask?
Oh, just wondering. Did you go alone?
As far as I know, yeah. Alone.
Well, that's all I needed to know.
Okay.
Thank you. And I kind of, yeah, just wave goodbye.
Quick question: Was the recently used body bag wet at all?
What? No.
Not that Pava would know. I'm asking
No,
for the two that
it was
recognize
dry. Though it had to have been wet at some point because it was washed and cleaned and stuff, but it was dry.
Hmm.
Alright, anything else you guys would like to do from here?
Pava will head into the mine.
Mm-hmm. Like stated earlier, it's a pretty short mine. It's not, doesn't seem like they have a surplus of miners here. The ones with pickaxes, not the young
Pava
people.
was taking a look around to see what they're trying to mine for, if anything in particular, or if they're just exploring.
I'd assume he would know about mining things, so go ahead. It just seems to be coal. Maybe some copper every now and then, but it seems to be mainly coal.
Yeah, since we are at the foot of the Copper Mountains.
Yep, mainly coal and copper.
Okay.
Some other things every now and then, like iron, but doesn't
Such-
seem that's
such
not
veins
what
are
they're
small in
trying
this
to
area.
do.
Okay. Anything else of note of the mines?
No, not really.
Okay.
All right.
Find anything there, Pavu?
Looks like they're mostly mining out coal and copper when they come across it. I imagine it's cheaper just to mine it here than it is to have it imported.
Plus, it's a small town. They don't need a lot of it. All right. Okay. All right. So, where would you guys like to go next?
The doctor, I guess?
No,
You've already been to the clinic.
yeah, we've been to the clinic.
I know.
Or do you mean Orla?
Kind of want to. I mean, the sheriff just said he went hunting alone, which basically says that the doctor.
So we know both of them are talking out of their asses, and neither are to be trusted.
Well, you don't know if the sheriff is lying about hunting alone.
He sure seemed unsure of his words.
Actually, you could have done it in like an insight check to see.
Do I do one now?
This was based on me and of how you were saying.
Yeah. No, you think he really did mean he went hunting alone?
Okay then.
Alright, what other places would you guys like to check out?
why don't we go to the bar?
Bar
Ask. Oh wait, actually,
Back to the
so
tavern.
whatever details the doctor was telling us
Not the town
they're all
hall.
lies.
Have we
I
not
assume,
gone there yet?
You have
about
not gone to
correct.
town hall yet.
being-
No. Anyway, what were you saying, Ethan?
I was saying the description that the doctor gave us about a human 5'6", 5'10"
5'10".
person,
Mhm.
5'10". That was a lie, was it?
Yes.
Just making sure.
Yeah, and we're pretty sure he was just describing Orla.
Okay.
Since
Well,
Orla's
I'm out of ideas.
5'9".
So
I think she's 5'11". I either said 5'9" or 5'11". One of
Yeah.
those.
Error bars.
well, I'm out of ideas. Anybody have an idea where to go?
The town hall? Speak to the mayor, potentially?
Yeah,
Well,
let's.
Drizzle walked right past the mayor's. Walked right past that area. As far as we're
Doesn't
aware.
mean the mayor doesn't know anything.
The mayor could very well be in cahoots with the sheriff, just like the doc.
If that's the case, then
Then he will not be a reliable source of information.
Well, we have Athorn to be able to determine that.
determining if he's reliable or not could potentially help us.
As you guys enter, the door right here. Hold on. Yep. Right, let me open it. Swings
Wow,
open.
the interface on
and
this map is tiny.
And a dwarf man with gray hair and like a beard that goes into a mutton chops and then a mustache and a monocle swings the door open and says, "Ah, what brings you, 3 and cat here?" And he takes his seat.
Puff will take a seat in the chair across from him.
We're here in search for our friend.
Friend, you say? Gone missing?
What did you not see?
What did you
Hard
not
guy
say?
to miss.
I've heard talk about him, but I have not seen him myself. It's the truth.
Okay.
Are you in the middle of an investigation and want to check here?
We're just looking around for the time being, yes.
More than welcome to check around.
We've already come across a couple of people who are clearly hiding things from us, so...
Perhaps when you get enough evidence involved, you can start a trial. I think they're good fun. Although I don't participate in them, I oversee them like a judge.
Mayor, are there any religious organizations that are active in this town?
Not that I'm aware of.
That's unusual. Most towns at least have some
I mean, there's...
priest somewhere.
No, not this one. This town exists mainly as... You ever like see like a very like small like town on on the way, like during a road trip or something, and like people in the distance, it's kind of like a road stop in a sense where, although some people like live here and like upkeep it, this place mainly exists for like travelers to rest.
Even then, a local church, even if it's just a generic church, it is typical.
Maybe I should have added one, but because I didn't, I'm going to have to say no. There is none.
We can just say that whoever worships worships.
All right, yeah. Just whoever worships, worships. Yeah.
But perhaps they all meet at one person's house or something.
Maybe they can meet in the town hall in one of these fancy rooms.
Yeah. There are certainly fancy rooms here, yes.
I just host them in the middle of the hall, which also happens to be the trial grounds. Well, make yourself at home, look around, do whatever. And he hops off
Thank
the
you very
chair
much.
and just walks.
Where the fuck did Hawthorne
Oh wait, no, this is his office. Never mind, he just gets to doing paperwork, I guess.
So this is the trial room?
Yes.
Interesting.
I'm gonna just leave Nora there, just for ease of moving things around and shit. Okay, those are stairs. I'll ignore those.
Mayor, may I ask, is there someone in particular you trust the most in this town?
Well, that's an oddly specific question, but that Orla lady's pretty nice. Although it doesn't seem... Some other people don't seem to think so. And he's petting Nora right now. He doesn't seem scared of Nora at all.
Looking around this room, are there any
Nora will happily
religious...
accept the pets.
Are there any
Right.
religious iconography around the house as I walked around?
There's a copy of the Fantasy Bible, but you would not take this man to be a religious man.
Perhaps a Bible among just other
Yes,
texts in
Among
general.
other texts, yeah.
Is there anything remarkable about this bedroom?
This bedroom?
I seem to have found a bedroom.
I mean, other than there are 3 beds, no, not really. You'd assume the one that's differently colored. Actually, yeah. You would assume the one in this bedroom right here is probably his.
This is a damn fine map.
Find the bathroom. If there's any room in particular you guys want to investigate, you can.
I imagine that this room would actually be his, because it's the one with the double bed.
Yeah, the double bed. If there's any room in particular you guys want to do an investigation in, just let me know.
Alright. Athorn is going to investigate the master bedroom.
All right.
Well, this would be a good map set for a magnificent mansion.
Would be.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a 16-year-old? Seems like pretty normal bed things. There's a small drawer at the foot of his bed that just seems to keep his underwear in it.
Mm-hmm.
He has a pair of yellow... Actually, he has a pair of dark blue boxers with yellow ducks on them.
Pavel, quit inspecting his freaking
No, it's
underwear.
Acorn.
I'm not the one
Acorn's
that's inspecting his underwear.
Oh, it's Athorn. Athorn,
Athorn.
quit inspecting his underwear.
You're not even that room. You're not even that room. So you don't
That's
know
going
if
in
you're looking at his
quotes.
underwear.
I'm not the one inspecting his underwear.
That's not even in character. That's just, what are you doing, dude?
Athorn kind of chuckles, but anything in this room? This I don't know what this room would be though.
There's a window to outside, but besides that, this just seems to be more storage for more legal paperwork.
Mm-hmm. Can I rummage the paperwork? See if there's anything suspicious.
Sure.
Do investigation. 27.
It seems to be mainly birth records and every trial that's happened here. And really, the only one that seems of any interest at all is the two trials about the first missing person around here. The first one where they concluded it as a cold case, and the second one where it was solved.
Regarding the missing person, are there any descriptions regarding the missing person?
It was a human lady adventurer who has gone missing, I think, 2 days into her stay in this town.
Regarding the case that was solved, did they find the perpetrator, or?
Yes, though the perpetrator was described as a horribly disfigured person. And in the notes it says, too horrible to describe. And the lady was found dead. With, it seems to be she was partly eaten.
What was the sentence given to this horrible person?
Besides, the sentence was described as, or like the person was described as, like abnormally long and muscular arms, and mismatched skin tones with intersecting lines, as if they were like a mosaic of people. Though this person was shot on sight. They were not recognized as any member of this town.
I just had an image pop into my head for something of what we fought before.
What?
Whereabouts the town did they find this?
Less meat looking than that.
That's the image that popped into my head.
More descriptions of this disfigured humanoid where they were hairless and seemed to have an enlarged mouth as well.
Whereabouts
Who was the
was
sheriff
this
who solved
suspect?
this?
What were the questions? One at a time.
Who was the sheriff that solved that one?
The sheriff was for the first trial where it was concluded as cold. And the second trial was the one that it was solved, and that one was solved by Orla. Which is, you would assume this is the incident in which she replaced, or she took, or not really took, but she proved that she was a better investigator than him.
My question was, whereabouts was this person or creature found in the vicinity of the town?
Towards the desert part, in between the two. She was hidden behind a rock, in between the two. What was it called? So the P, I think. Plateau. Between the two desert plateaus, north of the town, northeast of the town, in particular.
So it was outside the town. Okay. Did it speak?
It did, but the sheriff was the person who shot it, and said he could not remember its words, but it did do a lot of screaming after getting shot.
Reasonably so.
That's generally to be
regarding the
expected.
description,
It's not a particularly enjoyable experience, I've heard.
Yeah. Regarding the description of this creature, Aethon would like to make I guess a history or nature or survival check to see if he can remember any creature that looks similar to what was described.
Mm-hmm.
I guess just let me know which check I need to do.
That's a history check.
History. Not. Oh yeah, intelligence checks have advantage.
Ah.
Such a bad roll. It's amazing.
No, you can't really remember.
No, nothing. Sweet. But I do relay this information to Pavon and Desiree. Considering, where are they? Oh, they're over there.
Pavu probably wouldn't know, but Dez has read enough.
What is this?
Some abomination.
Yeah, I tell you about the trials. The missing people or person, the disfigured creature.
That's the thing in the picture?
No, that picture is
No,
related.
no,
That was
no.
just,
No, I was joking.
Oh, okay.
That was something that we fought on the Rockport Limited.
Okay.
Hey.
I was
Speaking
gonna
of
say,
Rockport
that's, okay.
I figured that the meat monster just matched the description pretty damn well.
Oh, I didn't catch the description.
No,
I was
it
distracted.
It had skin in it, and like in terms of like shape, it was still pretty.
An
human,
abomination
except for the
of
long arms.
patchwork flesh with extraordinarily long arms, large mouth, disturbing eyes.
But still has
Hmm.
skin, nonetheless. And you would just recognize it as a fucked up human.
Interesting.
Well, the patchwork skin makes me think necromancy, and the only person that we've seen has any sort of necromancy was Isaac, who had the necromantic enchanted robes.
Right. Well, that we know of. I'm curious, Mayor. Just curious about it. What had you in the trial room when we got here?
Oh well, I simply saw you out through the window. Wait, no, that's the wrong voice. I forgot, what voice did I give him again? I'll just make up a new voice. Well, I saw you outside the window. So what I did was I just walked on over because I saw I had guests coming soon.
Ah, fair enough. I was just curious.
The trial room is the center of this is the center hall. So
Yes, it does seem to be connected to pretty much everything else.
at least by proxy.
Did you find everything you need?
It's quite
Well,
a
everything
big,
we could at the moment.
building.
Right.
Anybody else in this building aside from you, Mayor?
There was a maid, but that's it. She was just doing her thing, just cleaning. It was a maid. Nice insight.
I incite the maid.
I inside the DM.
I wish to check the lives of God. I call bullshit.
Now, did you find everything you need?
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Did you have an affair with the maid, Mayor? No, Aethorn will read this book, and after that, investigate the trial room.
Alright. Would you like to make your check on the trial room?
Will do.
Actually, you know what? I'm tired of having you just make this many checks. Just, actually, yeah, fine. Yeah, you rolled high enough anyway. On the floor, it's following this circular pattern in the middle. along the circumference of it, there are circles that seem to be separate from the floor. If you could, or if you wanted to, you could ask the mayor about it.
Are there any crevices around these circles?
Yes, you would assume something slides up out of. You'd assume that the circles in the floor would slide upwards or downwards.
These would be the floating diocese for the trial.
Yep.
Ah. Yeah, I asked the mayor if he could turn it on, see how it works.
Oh, I'd be delighted to. And he takes a seat. Actually, he just stands. I can't put him in the middle. I'll just right. Oh, for fuck's sake! Okay, I can't put him in the middle, but
You press.
he'll sit right on this bench. He'll reach under the bench and press a button, and now the bench and the circles on the circumference of it will float upwards a little bit, and the circles that make the circumference of the middle of the room will flip over to reveal podiums. Now, there's also one more thing they do, and he flips a switch, and they all rise even higher, and the roof of the town hall seems to open up, and now they're all floating above the town hall. Are you guys on the podiums, or are you still down in that room?
Oh, Aethorn's on the podium. He would be on it.
And
Pablo's standing on the floor.
And what about Desiree?
Desiree as well. Desiree's gonna sit on one of the things. She wants to ride it.
Podium. All right. And now.
So, is this one of them?
Huh?
Is this one of them here?
No.
Or whatever.
No. So they are circles.
Or are they the blue things?
They are circles that are cut, like
Okay,
cut,
these.
like along the circumference of this circle in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah, they're
Well,
cut
okay.
there.
She'll
They're
stand there
They're
then.
supposed to blend in with the floor.
Fair enough. She'll
Or
stand on one.
As they float
Let's
down,
see how it is.
he asks, "Now, please hop off the podiums."
Oh.
And now the podiums flip over and they sink back into the ground. Pretty cool, right? I think it's my favorite thing about this town hall.
Very.
Did I?
So
say
how
anything?
exactly do the trials here work?
Well, everybody gathers around in the circle on the podiums, and you can bring forth any evidence you wish. You just need to make whoever makes the best argument wins.
And
Then
what
I
happens
assume
when
you're
the
the judge of
argument's
who's
won?
the best argument.
When it's won, well then, assuming there's a perpetrator, the perpetrator is arrested. And if it's multiple perpetrators, they're all arrested.
Did I see anything under the platforms when they were active? Like were they like under the floor? I guess.
Anything under it? Nothing besides like magic shit which causes it to float.
The equivalent to an elevator pit.
Yes. Any more questions?
Regarding this book, what's
It's not a
I
book,
read
it's a file.
that's a file? Okay.
Yeah, or if it's about the case, then it's about the file. Well, then it's a file.
Is there anything interesting on it?
Is about the case, right?
This one right here.
Oh, that book. I didn't have anything planned for that, but I can just make something up. It's just a cookbook.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's
I
just
don't kind of read it. I think we're just probably just through the cookbook, studying it.
Perhaps it is the maid's cookbook, and she was about to get started soon. She was done cleaning.
How many floors are on this building, Mayor?
It's just the one. This is supposed to be the second floor to a mansion, but I'm repurposing it as just one for a one-floor town hall.
Ah, gotcha.
So ignore the stairs.
Yeah, ignore the stairs.
I will incite the DM.
It's just one floor. It's just one floor.
Alright. I guess
I-
that's pretty much it.
I can attest he is not lying. I was there when he was looking through these.
Okay. I was just wondering if there was like a basement of sorts he was not telling us, but yeah.
All right. Is that all for now?
Yes, Mayor. But I look over to Pavo and Desiree. Are you guys done?
No, I have nothing
Yes.
else to ask.
I see no more need to be here at the moment. Our investigation lies elsewhere.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mayor, for your time.
No problem. Anyway, what? In the meantime, Orla and Angus were doing investigating separate from them. And I'll say you guys went to the fortune teller / flower shop up here and found nothing. But you found something interesting about the outhouse outside the mine. Yeah, you checked out the mine shortly before they did, and then the flower shop / fortune teller. Oh, and you also figured out that the bathhouse is closed right now.
House outside the shed or whatever.
Outside the mine. Yeah, I mean it's nearby.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
They're around the mine and such.
Yes, we know the one.
So there was something a little curious out there. Down in the toilet, I think footsteps. I'm not quite sure, but it's strange. It was up by the outhouse. Steps.
Did you guys
Footstep noise.
get what he said?
He said there was footsteps outside the house. House.
He's
There were
No, inside the toilet.
There were
Inside the
footsteps
toilet.
in the shed.
Coming from inside the toilet. In
the bowl.
Oh.
I thought he heard footsteps coming from inside the bowl.
Would have my 21 passive perception.
You didn't
not have
you
caught that?
didn't notice it, probably because the footsteps were no longer happening. If
About
it
how
did-
long
okay.
has it been since we entered the we went to the mines, or how long were we in the clinic for?
I don't know exactly, but it was long enough for them to investigate it first. There was definitely more
Long-
to investigate about the clinic than there was about the mines.
Longer than 10 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, so then your detect magic would have run out then. Is it 10 minutes or is it an hour?
10 minutes. Be sure, detect magic is only 10 minutes.
Yeah, detect magic is on you, right? The only magical things in the shop are potions, and that's it. I mean, you saw some of the same. You saw similar seams on the doctor as well, if that counts. Or if that's a detect magic thing, you saw similar seams on him.
Like we're on Isaac?
Yes, there was one around his left hand, connecting his wrist to his arm.
And what school of magic did you say it was? I'm kind of blanking out on that.
Let's see.
Yeah, necromancy.
Necromancy. I thought you said abjuration.
I might have
Yeah,
said
that's right. You
I might have
corrected
said
it afterward.
abjuration. I might have said abjuration, but
It was necromancy.
Necroman.
But
we'll just
necromancy
go with
was the final
necromancy
word.
now.
Right.
All right.
Did you guys hear those footsteps too when you were in up there?
Here?
No, the outhouse.
Wait,
In the outhouse, no.
wait, hear footsteps?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, he heard
Um,
footsteps. I thought he saw footprints leading
No.
away from the bowl.
No. Heard the steps in the toilet.
Like in the bowl, coming from the bowl.
No?
No, I did not hear it. Were they heavy footsteps or light?
He couldn't tell, they were too faint.
Yeah, I could. Not even 100% sure that they were footsteps. They just kind of sounded like it. But I'm not entirely sure.
I guess I have to assume this village has a sewage system somehow.
Either that, or it's a
Yeah, you
giant
really
hole
need
in
to
the
find a better
ground.
system.
No. I'm fiddling with the.
With the...
But either that, or it's a giant hole in the ground. So I'm not sure, honestly.
Well, that is typical of outhouses. That is how they work.
But yeah, if there is a sewer system, other buildings would have a toilet in them. Presumably, it wouldn't just be a sewer system for one outhouse.
Of course, there is no treatment plants anywhere around here.
Right, but
Oh, do you?
it could easily just be flowing into like
It could just
somewhere.
flow down. It could just flow downstream into the river.
Right,
Take it from
Or something-
upstream, then route it downstream.
right.
This is
Anything
curious.
else interesting?
That is about Oh, I think that's about it.
Yeah, not really.
Well, we can always check the outhouse first and then go about the town. I am curious to see what's down there, aside from shit.
Right, so you think we should investigate the outhouse again, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
I will cast
Oh,
detect magic
no.
this time to see what's going to see if anything is going on with it.
No, it just occurred to me.
What?
If we do hear something down there, I'm probably might be the only one who could fit down there. Actually, let me ask you, T. How big is the bowl, and could all of us fit in, not just...
There's no way Ithorn could fit.
Angus could maybe squeeze
Right.
himself into the bowl, but the rest of the hole is too thin for even Angus to fit through.
Desiree can fit through. She'll just make the hole bigger as she goes.
Jeez.
I can cast Melt into Stone. Maybe.
Does anyone have enlarge reduce? Just make one of us smaller?
Don't.
Or does it not go that small? I'm pretty sure it's just down a size, right?
Yeah, I believe it's up or down a size.
So you guys are going back to the
Right.
house?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems
So,
to be that.
we'll check out the outhouse.
Would you like to,
Yeah.
should I make a roll for this?
Pavel will cast detect magic.
Alright,
Aethorn's gonna grab his rope, grab a piton, cast light on the piton, and then kind of move, like, drag the piton down the hole. I'm assuming it's really dark inside that thing.
yeah, it's going to be really dark. There is no magic besides the glowing piton, whatever. As far as what you can see, the hole is very thin. The hole is also... how long is your rope again?
50 feet.
50 feet, alright.
Yeah, that's the average length. Is normally
That
50
is
feet.
the
Yeah,
standard length that you
It
purchased it.
seems it reaches some kind of a wider area at the end.
The end.
Perhaps a reservoir for shit.
Yeah, probably.
I I grab my climbing kit and I tie more rope to the rope I'm using.
Mm-hmm. Well, it seems to hit a substance.
Is it squishy?
You
Is
can't
it?
tell, but you would have to
Well,
guess
it's
it's
like-
probably shit.
How far deep did the rope
Well, you didn't
go?
actually need to tie the extra one. You just needed the.
Oh.
We'll say it's about 30
So it's
feet
about-
deep.
Oh, 30 feet? Okay. Any holes or entrances around the walls?
You can't tell.
30 feet down.
The hole is the hole is far too thin for you to be able to get a good look at anything.
Yeah, it's 6 inches wide, 30 feet deep.
So it's pretty hard to look through it.
Does meld into stone work on dirt?
Should. Let me
Yeah,
check.
but wouldn't you essentially be falling through like 30? You'd be falling 30 feet.
Well, if that were the case, then anytime someone cast meld through stone, they would just fall into the earth.
So you're just gonna like swim through stone.
Can I move?
In
through?
a sense,
think
yeah.
so.
I don't know exactly how it works.
Let's find out. Spells.
It's in the chat.
Item spells. Yeah, drop it in chat.
Yeah, it is.
Step
It's
into
in
a
there.
stone object, holding yourself until all the equipment you carry is stone.
You can use your movement to leave the stone where you entered it, so not really.
Hmm.
I can just move into it and then out, but not actually move through the stone.
Basically blending into the wall, not really going through it.
That's
Yeah.
stupid.
Sort of.
Well,
Yep, you otherwise can't move.
I mean, something made it 30 feet down there. I'm sure there must be an entrance somewhere.
But for now, all you can tell is there's likely a reservoir for poop at the bottom.
This has to be cleaned out somehow.
How big is this hole, by the way? Like,
big is the hole?
diameter?
It's maybe like a few inches wide. I think we decided 6 inches wide.
Yeah, I said.
Okay.
Diameter, yeah, 6 inches in diameter.
Mhm.
Yeah, I said 6
Alright.
inches diameter, 30 feet deep.
Well, I don't see anything, I guess. I guess like
My
I
best
tug on
guess
the rope a
is
little bit to
Maybe
move it
from the
around,
well,
see if
but
it...
yeah, the well wouldn't be notable on the map unless there would be something at it.
Yeah.
So I suppose we should head over there.
I dropped my rope with the piton on it.
You just drop it down there. You don't want to get it back.
Yeah. No. Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty soiled
no,
at
it's
this
like-
point.
And then it should make a good marker.
Why wouldn't
See
you want
if
your
it can-
piton back?
I don't know. Do you want it, Desiree?
I'm just wondering why you wouldn't want it back.
It's covered in poop.
That wasn't in
Is there a
character. I'm
couple
just like,
copper
doesn't make
pieces?
sense to me.
Done. It'd be a Puton at this point. At that point.
Mm,
What'd you do? Stick it in a freaking septic tank?
Yes.
Oh,
Practically.
yeah.
well, never mind. That's why you don't want it
cast
back.
light on it and then put it down the shit tube in
And
the
down the
outhouse.
hole.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay then.
So yes, he put it into a septic tank.
Okay, never mind. I am slightly distracted.
Desiree, did you want one?
No.
I mean,
No,
either way,
we're
there
good.
are a couple copper pieces each. So
Right.
I'd have like
Right, and they come in
19
like
of
10.
them.
Like 20.
he
Don't they? Like,
He
sets of
has-
20s
he
and
has
everything
10
else?
of the bastards.
Yeah. He can survive throwing 9 more down toilet.
Yeah, they're 5 copper pieces each.
Anyone
Oh,
else
yeah,
want
super.
to visit anyone?
Super duper cheaper.
Do we visit the sheriff, the doctor?
I think we should check out that well.
The well? Alright.
See if there is anything of note.
Mhm.
Yeah, I seriously doubt, like, the outhouse will the well, but, like, there might be something in it. Being marked on the map is sort of a Chekhov's gun. Sort of like something there.
So you've learned the term, huh? Because I've bitched at you
Yes,
about it
recently.
enough.
Yes, I've learned about it recently. yeah, that well is certainly that. So yeah, we should check it out at some. Not really now, but like some point we should check it out.
Well, I would say, given that we haven't seen any other connections to the outhouse, that it's probably going to be either the well or something nearby the mine.
Alright. So you guys would like to investigate the well.
Yup.
Mhm.
Actually, I specifically said like last session when I was distracting Isaac, I looked down the well. So would I be able to like upon cursory look last time have been able to see the deepness of the well?
Oh, yeah, hold on. Yeah, I forgot about that. The well is... Okay, you did spot something. Hold on. I forgot about that. Yeah, you did look on the well. You found a gourd. A
Like
gourd?
Drizzle's gourd that he keeps
Yep,
back?
you found
Or-
Well,
Drizzle's
that's
gourd.
pretty important.
However, it's a little too...
Well, yeah, so
However,
hard to
it's
forget
a
about that, huh?
little- It's a little too deep for you guys to reach, so Orla will take off her jacket, hand Desiree her glasses, and she just jumps in.
Pavel will put his hand out before she jumps in.
Why not?
Nora, fetch.
Oh, right.
So Nora climbs down the well and retrieves the
Well,
gourd.
The well still has water in it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm assuming Nora is fine with water.
Yeah.
Oh, pause the game on X.
Large cats don't have any adverse reactions to water.
Well, I guess Orla will take her glasses and suit coat back. Unless Desiree feels a attachment to her glasses for some reason.
No. No.
How deep is this one?
Like, I really like this jacket. Let me try it on.
Rip.
No, just like hold it above her
Rip
head.
right down the spine.
Neener, you're a freaking wiener.
That boy in a little coat.
Well, this. Well, now you have its gourd. Would you like to look at it any further?
Is it
there
exact?
any magic
Is it
there?
100% Drizzle's gourd, or is it just like a gourd?
It is. You can investigate it further if you'd like to know. Ha ha ha.
I'd like to argue that I've seen Drizzle enough to know it's gourd, but whatever.
That is his gourd, and
Investigation.
what Aethon recognizes is the rope that is usually around the neck seems to be torn.
Come on now. I
So
rolled,
is
but
the
I can't
tear-
see what I did.
You got
He
a
rolled
10.
a 10.
Well,
You rolled pretty low.
Is the tear like a cut, or was it like something
ripped
off?
from him, huh?
Yes, it was torn.
It was torn.
What do I notice with my 10?
I noticed the-
You notice that the gourd is empty. The gourd is empty. There is nothing in it right now.
So, does
Fill it up.
Drizzle's
Let's keep
gourd
it
have,
for
like,
him.
I'm
sure
assuming not,
he'll
but
want
like,
it.
does Drizzle's Assuming not, but does Drizzle's gourd like have a magic property that keeps the water from sloshing out, or is it just like it's empty?
It's called a cork.
Yeah, it usually has a cork.
Well, yeah.
There's also usually
And the cork isn't there, therefore it's empty.
there's also usually a wand inside of it, also like a small stick that acts as its spellcasting focus. There's usually a small stick inside the gourd also.
Nothing. So none of those are there. The cork is not there. No water. No.
Yep.
Is there magic down the well?
There is no magic down the well.
Or remnants of such.
Because
remember
such remnants would be long gone, given we are
long gone, probably, but right.
Unless if it was a very high level spell.
So right.
There are no remnants.
I'm assuming this is his, she says.
Yes, it would be.
Did we perhaps find a cork at the library?
You did not find a cork at the library.
Okay, so we still have yet to find that.
I'm assuming no cork in the
there's no wand
clinic either.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's corks for his own bottles, but you didn't find
but
no loose corks.
All right.
Well, what we can deduce from this is he was here at some point. I reckon sometime
Or
between...
perhaps whoever he got into an altercation with managed to get this off of him and then throw it down the well in order to dispose of evidence.
I'm thinking sometime between his journey to or back from the library. Now she's taking notes again. And
I think it might be back from the library rather than going to, because
either one.
Normally in that gourd is water and his wand, and there's water in the library, and he clearly uses Thorn Whip. So that would mean he would be coming back from the library, right?
Exactly, after, yes. Although he can still cast some spells, I would assume, but some he can't without it. All without
No, generally spells require either your spellcasting focus or materials, of which we don't tend to carry materials around unless they are consumed by the spell.
Right.
Alright, well, where's he next?
Do we know what this wand looks like?
The what?
It's like a twig.
It's
pretty sure, right?
It's a very fancy twig. It's orangish and it gives off a very nice cinnamony smell.
I close my eyes and I think about this twig, the smell, and I cast Locate Object.
Locate Object. So what would that do?
So if it's within 1,000 feet of me,
1,000 feet.
it should be.
If the object is
in
familiar to you, you sense its direction. To the
If it's moving, you know what direction, how fast. Basically, if it's in 1,000 feet, he knows where it is.
And you can locate it if you have seen it at least once up close within 30 feet.
Which he probably has. He's been around Drizzle for a bit.
Of a particular kind.
A forked twig, and I guess this is a forked twig, so I guess he's using a forked twig to find a forked twig.
Well, no,
like a dowsing rod.
We don't use materials because we use spellcasting focuses.
I know. I just think it's awfully cool that you're using a spell.
Just dowsing rod.
You're using the required material is what he's looking for, which I think is what's funny.
Right, exactly.
Or at least
like he's bargaining with the magic person. Like,
move on.
Get it back. This
Savior.
Joking
around too much.
At least once a time, you can use a spell to locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as so you can sense the direction of the object's location. As long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you. Let's see. Let me get the ruler.
Spell cannot locate an object with any thickness of lead. An even sheet blocks a direct path between you and the object.
Oh wait.
Here, I got you.
But that's only lead.
So if it's in a lead vault, we're not going to be able to see it.
You can't
There we go.
see
There's
it.
1,000 feet.
No, you're not able to pick anything up.
Only then he's long gone.
And
Well,
it does
it
last
is
for 10
1,000
minutes.
feet.
This lasts for 10
Yeah.
minutes. So are you going to try walking around?
Yeah,
something?
I'll walk around the.
Which direction are you
Is it
going?
centered on him?
Yeah.
Centered on him? Oh, alright. I thought it was just centered on a space.
Self.
Right.
So you walk around and everybody else stays around the well.
Yo,
I suppose while
I'm just
Ithorn
watching-
while Ithorn heads that way, Pavel will cast it as well and head up toward the desert.
Mm-hmm.
Angus yells after Ithorn. Are you catching anything? If not, I'll just head with Pavel.
Also, Pablo, as you get up here, it's telling you it is northeast. As soon as you
So
get near the entrance,
Pavel will immediately start running. Back. Ithorn, got it.
Object moving.
It's just
Yeah, is the object moving?
The object is staying still. I thought you were going to use something like scrying.
no.
I wish we had scrying.
I don't think we have.
I was gonna say I don't think we have
Drizzle has
scrying
scrying,
until
though.
a few
Ain't that
levels.
Right, I don't think that's until like level
I think that's
15?
something like a level
Spell.
7 spell, so we need to hit level 13 for it or something.
Yeah,
Scrying's
they're
a
around
5th level.
thereabouts.
Oh, then we do have access to it.
Just don't have it.
We probably don't have it prepared.
Let me see. Where do I learn 5th level spells? At level 9th cleric. I'm only level 6 cleric at the moment.
Wait, so can you only tell like the
Druid,
can you
but
only-
we don't have a drizzle.
so
Alright.
So with the spell locate object, can you tell the northeast, south, and west?
I
directions
get
only,
I get
or
a
like-
direct line in its toward
direct line. All right. I'm guessing you're
Like,
heading
I
towards
know-
the desert exit.
it. I know what direction it
That's
is
just
and how
route.
far away
That's
it
his
is.
route to it.
Mm-hmm. So straight line.
Yeah, I basically get like a straight line between me and it.
Well, what you can tell is
Watch.
it
Someone
is
knew we were going to track
towards-
that for Drizzle, and he's not there.
Let me desert exit, and let me. You guys are already. Oh wait, nope. There's a drizzle token I was using to test the lights. Let me bring.
We found you! Why'd you leave, buddy?
All right. And I'm assuming Nora's here too.
Make
So-
sure you get rid of the wall since we decided or changed the wall since we were fucking around with those,
Oh, hold on, let me check.
so we can see this side.
Oh yeah, they're just plateaus. There's nothing up here. Let me just delete these walls. I was just testing walls.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Ah!
Oops.
What happened?
Sorry.
We suddenly got hit with a nuke.
What? What just happened?
Sorry, I was messing
Got
around.
hit by a
I was trying to
2x4
make
light
an
just like
aura of light for myself. Like an aura. I think it had dim light. Not sure why it's so bright.
Dim light.
Sure it didn't
We
say
reload
opposite
Foundry
of
and see
dim.
what
Dimmest
happens.
objective.
Whoa, it's red.
Yeah,
Anyway,
change
Sure
the
it didn't
color.
say opposite of dim.
as you step here, it is pointing directly downwards.
Downwards.
There was no paths inside the well, was there?
Let's see me in the town hall now. I wasn't in there.
There were no
over to
paths
there.
from the well, was there?
Is it? It shows him like a direct line to it that goes through things rather than like a path to it, right?
Yeah, unless if there is any amount of lead in the way.
There is no lead in the way. So
Were there paths to paths inside the well, or was it just like
no?
It's a direct line.
It was just
to
a
the
well.
Object.
Ah,
But yeah,
right.
Xavier's
I don't know why I
asking
was
if there
thinking
was
it was like
any
a-
sort of way, if the well had any exits at the bottom.
No. It's just a hole in the ground.
Oh.
Why are you fucking around with these?
What is with the lighting?
Anyway,
We're suddenly time traveling in
with auras.
Minecraft here.
Anyway, the line is now pointing directly downwards.
How far is the object from this location?
I would have to say maybe 70 or 80 feet.
Okay, so we're not going to be able to like dig and then see the
And-
corpse of Drizzle holding his.
And it is not moving.
Oh,
I mean, 70 feet is like to here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, let me
It's like, wow, I'm way beyond 70 feet.
hold on. Actually, let me figure something out.
Of course, this is
Oh wait, no.
our tokens aren't relative to us in this.
Actually, no. It's not 70. It's 90 feet. It's 90 feet
Clearly.
directly downwards of you.
okay.
Well, I guess we need to get to digging.
Assuming someone here has a shovel, right? Or should we just keep going straight and wait till we find
That's
the
what
hole?
we brought Angus along for, right?
Use him as a shovel, just grab him by the feet and neck.
Come
and
on,
then
kid,
dig
time
with
for
his
some
head.
manual labor.
Gotta put some muscle.
Well, I was thinking, just make him
Make
do
him the
digging,
shovel?
But,
No,
I was
totally not
thinking make
him
him do the
shovel.
digging.
Right.
What's the material right here? What is the material on the floor?
Shovel.
It is it's like maybe a 2-foot layer of sand, and the rest is just solid stone.
Okay.
Oh. So we're gonna need a pick too if we were gonna dig straight
Why are
down.
you
Nonsense.
fucking around with
Desiree
auras?
has axes.
Why?
Oh, yeah, you can't.
I turned it off.
You can't. Okay.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Desiree's axes are more
because-
effective than a pick when it comes to just breaking through something. Just
Yeah,
saying.
well,
Yeah.
you're gonna be at it for a
You do
while.
auto crit on it.
Oh, I didn't say I wouldn't be.
I'm gonna say I'd recommend you guys just find the way.
Has Orla come
To
with
it.
us?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Orla's. Oh yeah, shit! I forgot to get her token in here.
Right, I was assuming she was following.
Yeah, hold on, let me get her token in here. And she's staring at this side of the rock right here, and she says, this is where the first missing person was. At least where her corpse was.
Well, then clearly someone decided to hide the body better this time.
So the sheriff didn't even like leave the town? The sheriff didn't even leave the town. We literally took 10 steps out of the outskirts of town, and
I think it's
Body was
I think
behind
it's
a
quite
rock?
a few more steps than 10.
Yeah.
Well, it's
well, I'm exaggerating, but you see
We're a
the
good
point I'm
1,000
making.
feet out of town.
Well, to be fair, according to the file, the person who found the culprit first was the sheriff. Because he shot the culprit, but he didn't know that person was the culprit. He just thought it was a monster.
Well,
And Orla found the body, but it was partly covered in sand. Or buried in sand.
It wasn't even that good hiding. At rate of a hiding.
But yeah, this also just drives home the point that the sheriff wasn't a very good detective.
In that one case, yeah.
I mean, the sheriff's kind of an idiot here.
In either case, so.
Orla, do you know of any
Got more
underground
balls than
tunnels
brain
or
if you
sewer
know.
systems?
Well, we just found out about the one for the outhouse, but otherwise, no. Not that I can think of.
Clearly there's something going on underneath this area.
and she's just feeling along the wall for like anything at all.
How wide was the pipe that went down into that big bit
6
in
inches.
the outhouse?
6 inches.
6 inches. So like a mouse would fit through, right?
Yes.
Desiree could fit
Oh.
Angus through it.
Oh my god.
We don't
It would
have
come out
anyone
and
here
Angus
with wild
sausage.
shape.
He
kind of
probably
Well,
won't come out
Drizzle
of the same
did.
shape and size he originally started. And he may not, he likely won't be
He
functional.
may or may not be
He might
alive.
not be whole, but we'll make him fit.
Instability.
Okay, apparently Ithorn is targeting Ithorn.
It tells me I need to target a token if I want to cast Instability for some reason. But yeah, I'll do what Nora Orla's doing.
She's just feeling along the wall. She's not finding anything.
There's no hole where it's directly down. Like if I move the sand out of the way, it's just solid stone. No,
It's
like
solid
It's just
stone.
stone.
okay. All right.
Well, if anyone would know about the goings-on of the town, it would be the mayor. I'd say we should go ask him.
Alright, we'll head
Agreed.
back to Morning Glow.
So, what exactly is it that Athorn was tracking?
Good question.
Drizzle's
Casting
one.
focus.
Drizzle stick.
He's seen it before
Ah,
and he's trying to
focus.
locate where it is.
Well,
We
if
have
it's 90
located
feet
it.
straight down, Desiree's ready to start getting the 90
Hacking.
feet straight down.
There will be more efficient means than attempting to mine
Yeah.
using a giant axe.
Right.
2 giant axes.
There will be more
Um,
efficient means of getting
You
down
know,
there
like a
than,
pickaxe.
yeah, a pickaxe. Yeah.
You know, the thing meant specifically for that job.
Deza Hulk smash.
God fucking.
Fortunately, not all smashes work. As intended.
Not all Smith.
So Pavu, now that he has a lead, has some fucking pep in his step. He is booking it.
Oh, before Angus leaves the desert, he's gonna leave like some marker, so like he doesn't have to ask like locate object again, and knows
Well,
the general
we know
area
that-
where
we know that
straight
that's
down
the
is the
area.
thing. Right, but it is a
But
like a
he's just
desert.
doing detective things. You
Yeah, just, like,
you
leaving, like,
generally do
some-
this.
Yeah, things what the perpetrator of this might notice.
exactly. So if it's gone, we know someone took it and was going through to the desert.
And is going to know where to hide. Is going to hide things because it knows someone's after it. We don't want to alert anyone about
Right.
that we've
Yeah.
been here.
Yeah, you make a good point. Never mind.
Alright. I'm assuming you guys head back to town.
Mm-hmm. To the mayor,
Pa-
I guess.
Pavu is heading to the town hall.
Alright.
Yeah, I guess we'll follow.
And that will move us to the town hall, but I just need to add some things first. Let me move you guys back to the entrance.
Pavu in his splint armor is not quiet in the fucking slightest, and he's not trying to be.
Alright, you guys know.
I'm sure a stomping Goliath running down the road is catching a couple eyes.
Great. Oh, look.
File room.
There's the little sheriff, annoying douche.
But yeah, when you walk in, the mayor and the sheriff are in chairs and like by the fireplace, and it just seems like they're just eating something.
Not talking, they're just eating.
I mean, they were talking, but it seems.
Well, yeah, clearly.
Mayor, may I talk to you for a moment?
Hi,
Um,
okay. And he hops up from his chair and he says, "Ah, I think I'll just be a moment. And he says that to Rudy, not you.
Pablo steps into the trial chamber, away from the sheriff.
Is Nora staying with the sheriff? Or is she following
Nora's with me. I'm just not bothering to move her.
Uh-huh. So what do you need to say?
so
Desiree's gonna stay by the door and keep an eye on the sheriff.
Keep it closed.
Yep.
And Pablo will speak in hushed tones. We have come across something of vast importance in this search.
Oh?
We have found his spellcasting focus, but we do not have any means of reaching it. It is in the valley between the plateaus, in the desert northeast of the town, but it is 90 feet under the ground.
And you don't suppose it was buried, right?
No, it is solid stone.
Unless someone... Oh, not... Maybe someone... No, it's 90 feet. No one would have
It
used
wouldn't
shaped
shape
stone. Never mind.
for that distance.
Right.
Mayor, are there any sewers or tunnels underneath the city? Cave
Besides
entrances
the pit
outside
from
the city?
outhouse, I can't think of any.
So I certainly didn't find any such tunnels in the mines. Sounds like you have a cult to deal with, Mayor.
And now, like, that realization kind of shocks him. Oh.
I mean, 3 missing people, one of which was barely even tried for. The other of which the perpetrator was found, and it was some abomination.
The 2 cases were for the same person. Just one of them was completely
They were for the same person. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, one was that cold by the sheriff.
Yeah.
The other one was reopened by Orla.
2
Was the
people
mayor
gone
actually
missing,
shocked?
3 separate cases. And the sheriff declared one missing and discouraged and attempted to discourage us from searching this time.
We might have something to do with it, but that's just speculation on my part.
I'm
Yes.
afraid you may be right. I think this might call for a trial, which is funny enough because I had someone asking me to start a trial earlier about well, it was also she's in the same room as Rudy. They're trying to accuse Ola of suspicious behavior. It wasn't Rudy though. He wasn't the one accusing. It was someone else that
Who was it?
I don't know if he wants me to keep it private, but since this is an important matter, I will say it was the librarian, Isaac.
Big surprise. The 3
First it
people
was
who we have met who seem to be in on this so far are Rudy, Dr. Wen, and Isaac. These are the 3 people who we have noticed are quite suspicious and tight-knit.
Two of them have
Necromantic
necromancy.
enchantings on the road.
Yeah, for some reason I couldn't think of the word. And I'm not sure about the sheriff though.
Isaac is a strong connection between the 2.
Correct.
The mayor.
Or not Isaac.
the mayor.
Rudy.
The mayor sits down and stares at the fireplace and says, "You know, I'm not inclined to believe strangers over people I've known for a while, but I'm afraid you might be right."
I, unlike Isaac, have brought my home's traditions elsewhere. I do not lie under any circumstances.
Right. So, trial tomorrow at what time works best?
It would be best if it were today. The faster we find Drizzle, the better chance we have of finding him alive.
I
Alright.
really don't want to
So
bring up the
as
chances,
soon
but like,
Do you think you have all the evidence you need?
I have not spoken with the armorer, whose name Pavu would know, but I do not.
Let's make up a name. Shall I put-
Random name generator.
Let's go.
Raldo.
Name generator.
It's not going to be Tormir.
Geraldo. Geraldo the Armorer.
Okay,
Come on, dwarf name here.
Dalgal.
Oh, dwarf.
Harbrick. Baron.
Oh, make
Merle.
Ulfgar.
What? Fuck
Ulfgar,
it.
that one
Let's say.
Ulfgar is a badass sounding name.
We'll say.
Alright.
Tiefling named.
Oh, a tiefling.
Yeah,
Tiefling?
Tiefling.
Hmm.
Yeah. Tiefling named. You brought up a good name, right? Just now.
Well, that was a dwarf name.
Dwarf name.
Yeah. Themus. Marbus.
Named Zet.
Kyron.
Z-E-T.
Zet.
Zet.
Zet with a Z, not Chet with a CH,
Yeah,
right?
Z-E-T.
Alright.
Zet. Oh,
Because it
Zet.
sort of sounded like Chet.
also, oh, I forgot the mayor's name is Mayor Kumo.
Chechu Betcha. Okay, wait, what was the mayor's name?
Mayor Kumo.
Come on.
Is that spelled like Cuomo, but without the O?
No, it's K-U-M-O. Kumo. Like Kuma, but an O instead of an A.
You said, T specifically said we wouldn't be getting into politics, but you bring up Cuomo. Thanks.
Oh, no, actually, whenever I hear Cuomo, I think of Rivers Cuomo from Weezer. It was a.
Well, all I can think of that is the
this guy's
New York.
this guy's not named after Rivers Cuomo.
I mean, I didn't say anything positive nor negative.
Bad about him or good about him, you just said it sounds like Cuomo. I was making a joke.
Mhm.
Haha. Haha.
Zet is the tailor/armorer.
Got it.
Alright. I assume you guys leave to that place. The
Mm-hmm.
shop. Let me move you guys there. Pop, dragon, y'all there. I do not have the inside of a building.
Did,
set up something?
Did Sheriff Douchey do anything suspicious while I was waiting?
No. He just kind of
Oh.
sat there with his hat covering his eyes again, or like usual.
Oh, okay.
Right, blacksmith, but I will name it to armor E.
Blacksmith, armory. It's the town metal worker.
Yeah.
It's the town all of the things.
Mhm.
Like straight
The
up,
town artist.
tailor, cobbler, armorer. He does all of it.
All of the things.
He is a talented guy, what can I say?
Jack of all trades, master of none.
He
Not
he
even
learned
much
from
of
the
it.
best who lives on the mountain.
Alright, let me configure that. Is
Literally the
everybody-
best blacksmith.
Activate. I will get. Should I just create a random token, or should I just put somebody in, like, to replace him for now?
just drop a mystery token. We know who it is.
Mystery token. All right. How do I do that?
NPC generator. Just drop a token.
Also, regarding Ithorn's natural 20 insight check, was the mayor's surprise real?
Surprised about what?
About the revelation
cult.
of there is a cult in your town.
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's-
Good, so the mayor is an honorable person.
Either that or like unbelievably good at lying.
That will be right here.
Or he's
Now,
like, there's a cult in my town and they didn't invite me?
a cult in my town? It's more likely than you think.
Cult in my town? Freaking rivals, am I right? And he secretly has his own cult going already.
Alright. I'm gonna drag your tokens into this. It seems Angus is
I already
over
took-
here. So,
Yeah.
Aethorn, Pavu, Desiree, and the cat.
How dare you just say the cat?
The cat.
Well, she is the cat. It's not as if we have
Yeah. Multiple cats, but it's
Yeah.
kind of really not to say Nora.
I mean, at the start we had the half orc, the Goliath, the human, and the Aerococra.
Now we have the two Goliaths and the centaur
The
and
centaur, the
the
cat.
water genasi
Hold on, is there
and the cat.
ambient noise with this? There's a tiefling man examining the shininess of a blade he's just created.
As Pavu steps in through the opening. Zet, friend, long time no see.
Pavu! And he runs towards you and just gives you a big hug.
Pavu will give him a big hug back.
Ah, what brings you here? To my shop?
We're looking for our missing friend.
Missing friend, you say?
You might have heard rumors about him. Water Genasi.
That's the first I've heard.
Oh, I suppose being on this side of town, you know, isolated from everyone else.
I mean,
It'll happen.
besides of the farmer.
Oh, of course.
Has he actually not heard of the water genasi?
He is not.
Alright.
He spends a lot of his time honing this craft.
Man, you are very untrusting of everyone.
I mean, shit, everyone's
this-
been lying to us at this point.
This is the nature of a centaur who was raised with drow.
Yeah.
So, can I...
Man, Zet, I tell you, there's some fucky shit going around in this town.
Huh? Explain. And he sits up on top of a barrel.
Well, one of the first people we encounter in this place is some fucking sheriff who's immediately giving us bad vibes.
Rudy.
Felt that too? Felt that too?
Rudy's just a real piece of work.
He thinks he's a Goliath, evidently. he's a little man in big man shorts.
Mm-hmm. Freaking stood up the Pavu, not really happens.
He has some balls. I gotta give him that
But
much.
Too much aggression. Too much.
Bit too big for his britches. Or small in his case. But
That happens with everyone.
immediately after that, soon after that, we talked to Orla.
Mm-hmm.
Far less suspicious. Far more respectable sort.
Oh, hold
This seems to be the consensus around town as well.
on. She's probably just outside. I haven't heard much about her. Or I haven't heard much about her.
Well, at least the first person that went missing, she was able to find that one. Unlike the sheriff, who just immediately gave up.
Oh, wait. Orange hair, yeah?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah. Made a big news for the trial. Yes.
actually able to do her damn job.
And he kind of like looks over your shoulder. She's outside, yes?
That's the one.
Come on in. No need to be scared. And she turns around.
Just
'cause
got
she-
like a ton of weapons in here. No, no
Tis the
problem.
nature of a blacksmith.
She wasn't.
Darkness,
She
yeah.
wasn't facing you guys until like he yelled, "Come on in!" and now she just walks in.
Was she just looking across the street?
Yeah, and now she's just fidgeting with the horseshoes while listening to you guys, or she's like spinning it on her finger because she needs to fidget with something.
Nora will walk over to her and
Aw,
request scritches.
speech time. Right, tell me more. Tell me more, not yeah.
Then we came across Isaac.
He's okay.
Evidently, he learned nothing from being back home. Evidently, he's turned into a liar. I have a feeling that he didn't leave the mountain, and he was kicked off of it.
Who knows? I wouldn't.
What is the punishment in the Catholic Lava Clamp for lying? Is there like an... Is it like
Usually shunning
actual
for a little
punishment?
while until public consensus is it's gone on long enough. But lie bad enough or do something wrong enough, you will get your ass kicked off the mountain. They don't have a death penalty, but being kicked off the mountain is as good
the
as
next
you are
best
dead.
thing?
Especially if you want to stay on the mountain, in which case you will not last long alone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's probably kicked up.
Well, you're just talking about Isaac.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, give Isaac. I need to give
interrupted.
Isaac a little credit though. He came to this town all like a stick, and he seems he put on a little muscle. Only a little muscle. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you don't need much muscle when you're just
A librarian, yes, yeah.
fingering books all day.
There are a few heavy books, but like...
Yeah, these are tomes and are not like 70 pounds.
This ambience is like fucking tricking me. I keep thinking there's like something outside my house.
Hey, at least this one's a lot more ambiance than what was going on in the fucking tavern.
Yeah.
That was way up in our faces.
I didn't even hear anything in there. However, if you
Neither
walk
did
into
I.
the bathrooms in the mayor's house, the mansion, you'd hear
That had sound to
dripping
it.
water and whatnot. Like, okay, well.
You're lucky
Somebody
you
doesn't
didn't
know
hear
it.
anything.
Yeah,
Got off the faucet.
I don't think I have much to tell you here. I'm pretty secluded from the gossip around town.
Trust me, you're better off that way.
Oh, I hope so. Oh well, he's a parting gift, and he hands you brass knuckles that would fit a normal-sized person. They may not fit you, but maybe would make good gifts for someone else.
I'm sure Drizzle might have fun with these. But then again, knowing him, he is a spellcaster, so it's not really his forte.
Oh, and you, he goes up to Angus and just hands him a new dagger. You might need this someday. It's a pretty shiny
This is
dagger.
nice.
The little boy, he
Again?
is, and he
Tormir been down the mountain recently.
He whispers to Bafu, "Is the little boy your kid?" I don't. It's been a while.
No.
Okay, it's been a while, so I didn't want to.
If ever I had a kid, it would be with Taz. I
and now
haven't found a girl near as good as her since.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's not your fault. There's nothing to be sorry for.
Well, sorry I couldn't help anymore. Any more
Xavier, does the staff react at all?
to the dagger?
No. To the mentioning of Taz, it might vibrate just a little bit, like not a lot.
Okay.
I think like any mentioning of Tazra, it just like shudders, sorta. Like not noticeable to anybody else, but like you because it is on your back.
It's like a phone vibrating.
Pavel will arc his head, or will crane his head towards his back. What the fuck are you complaining about? he will tap the hammer on the head.
As they're talking, I silently whisper to Angus and ask him if he can cast some detect magic.
Would it help if I was a
Pablo
spellcaster?
probably still has his detect magic up from when he cast it before checking the outhouse. Yes.
There's nothing magic except for the fire he created, but you would assume that's tieflings.
Has Tormir been down the mountain recently to visit with you?
Who's Tormir?
Tormir is the dwarven blacksmith master who basically raised Pavu and Tazri, his father.
Right.
He helped me set up shop, but that's about it. He left after that.
So I guess he hadn't been down in about 5 years then.
Seems that way.
Alright. Oh, we'll get out of here.
Sorry I couldn't offer much.
We have a trial to get set up, so
Alright.
that ought to be fun.
I wish you good luck. Right, and now
Why don't you come watch?
I suppose it couldn't. I suppose it couldn't hurt. And he. I guess I'll walk out with you guys. Yeah. And we'll head to Morning Glow. So there's nothing you guys want to check after this? You think you got everything?
I imagine the farm would be pretty unremarkable and would have no information for us. Something akin to the blacksmith.
Yeah.
I don't know. Drizzle doesn't really eat meat, so
Well, we could use backup in case it goes sideways. Unless they check,
these
you check
people
your weapons
weren't
at
here
the
for our
door.
investigations.
Oh wait, hold on. Actually, yeah, there's one more thing we need to do. This one is
The interaction with Rudy.
yeah, the police station.
Ah, right, yes.
You know that Rudy's in the.
By the way, have I seen fresh concrete anywhere? Anywhere in our travels?
You've seen some concrete on the outside of the police station.
Okay.
Wait, what if you just used locate object on fresh concrete?
Everywhere.
Well, I don't think it works
my
on,
last
like-
second level spell slot.
And I'm pretty sure it doesn't work on like fresh stuff. I think it would just be
Yes, it does.
concrete vaguely.
So,
Oh yeah, right, yeah, kind of thing. Right.
So as you guys are heading towards
Yeah, let's see here.
The-
Locate object.
the town
The
hall,
spell can locate a specific object known to you. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a
So
specific
yeah,
kind of
fresh
apparel,
concrete would
jewelry,
work.
furniture, tool, or weapon.
So fresh concrete
so
might work.
as you guys are walking towards the mayor's office, Isaac Angus kind of stops you all, and something interests you about the. You notice how you think there could be something in here. Would you like to say anything to the group to indicate that?
And where? In the
Just-
library?
No, in
The police station. He not only painted up a wall, which I'm pretty sure could just be seen as normal, but like he also put concrete on that police station, so like I want to check that out, like as soon as possible. Like I'm off. Not quite sure. Like you guys can go to town hall or whatever. But I want to check that out.
You shouldn't check that out alone, given how aggressive he is. You will want a couple of Goliaths at your back.
Right, but I don't want to make a mess. I want to just sneak in, look around, get back out quick.
Maybe make sure
And
he's
two
here.
giant.
Because Rudy is in there right now, but he might not stay
As
there.
far as we know.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe do a quick check and make sure he stays there, if he is there. In the town hall. So, what's the game plan for this?
I think someone should go into the town hall and like check on Rudy and make sure like he stays. Maybe I should have
Here's an
someone
idea,
back
just
up.
as we're walking past, someone peek through.
Right, but we would also need like maybe a staller if needs be.
Alternatively,
Just
we
in
could just
case
say,
someone in
"Fuck you,
front of the
Rudy. We're investigating this place."
Oh, wait a minute.
Now
Oh, no one.
there's a difference between the library and the police station. Police station is literally closed. That would be breaking and entering. Library, when we were searching, was open. Therefore, it was perfectly fine.
Okay, then fuck
He
you.
could
We're
arrest us
looking
for
inside of
breaking
these
and entering.
windows. What are you going to do to stop us?
Oh, I think I mentioned already, the windows have like the metal bar stuff, and
The metal bars that would normally be on a precinct office, yeah.
Okay, well that doesn't stop you from looking inside.
You
It
mentioned
stops
that
you from
when I
breaking
tried
there is
inside.
a
to
way
squeeze
in.
through.
There is a way in. Besides the door. You could pick the door, or you could go the alternative way.
We could break the door and then mend it
Which is-
together.
Or, as Orla can point out, there's a chimney.
That I'd be able to squeeze through, probably, huh?
Yes, you would.
You were given status as an officer. Do you not have a key?
No, I don't. Ever since my office was moved to my room, to my house instead, they took my key. I'm supposed to have one, but they won't give me one.
That's kind of
Well,
stupid.
That's bullshit.
Here's
How
what
else
I'm
are you
thinking.
supposed to throw someone in the prison?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Here's what I think I should do. Go in through the chimney and unlock the front door from the inside. Someone needs to make sure that Rudy stays inside the town hall, or at the very least, away from the police office. And maybe someone should like stay outside the police office door just in case the person who's with Rudy loses him. I think is what should happen. Any objections?
Let me check
Well, you'll
the
need a way to
range
get onto
of...
the roof. So you'll need at least one.
Well, someone could, yeah, exactly. Someone could just throw me up.
We need one tall
Get
person.
2 Goliaths.
Oh, Desiree can throw you up! Hand
Two people
over!
who can just-
So I think you'll need one tall person. You'll need one Angus and one person who can probably come up with a good
Good
reason to be in the police
story.
station.
Someone strong to like
warding-
stay in front of the.
So you need
Haythorne
one
will talk
Angus,
to,
one big
the
person, and
sheriff.
one person who has a reason to be at the police station in case somebody finds you guys out.
I have a reason.
What's your reason?
And that is.
I need to talk to him about the doctor.
Well, then he's gonna ask why you didn't just go into the town hall and ask him there.
Because
Well,
we were asking the mayor.
so who's going
why are
into
you
the...
arguing for
Okay,
him?
so does anybody want to go to the town hall, or should I assign that to Orla?
Yeah, assign that to Orla.
Right. I'll make sure it doesn't move.
Pavel will post Nora outside of the, somewhere on the other side of the road, because he can communicate telepathically with her, within a mile.
So she will be the alert for if he exits the town hall and starts headed toward the police station.
All right.
Desiree is going to ritual cast Speak with Animals in case there's an animal that might be able to tell us something.
All right. Anyway,
I would suggest looking for the animal first.
we will move
Well,
you
the
guys-
thing is, Speak with Animals actually continues for an hour.
No,
or
I don't
whatever.
actually have a map for it, but that's fine because I won't need a map. So, I'd recommend. Okay, so are you guys going to do it like right at the front, or are you going to go behind? So you're under more cover, or behind more.
Well,
cover?
that depends. Where is the chimney?
The chimney's on the roof.
The
You'll have to get onto the roof first.
So is it like directly in the middle, or is it like closer to the back? That was.
We'll say.
Because we'll probably go to the wall that's closest to the chimney.
We'll say it's right here. So I would assume you guys are going to the back.
Yeah, they're probably hoisting me up near the back.
So is it one person throwing you, or are they making like a ladder to get you up? Do you guys want to throw them up or make a ladder?
How high up is it?
Something
It's
like a
high
story,
enough
right?
That just
If it's a story,
picking
it's
him-
probably,
the-
10, 12 feet, so just one of us could lift him up.
Actually, yeah, fair enough. So I'd assume Desiree just, or maybe Pavu in case he wants to do it. Maybe even Aethorn could do it.
We'll let Desiree do it.
Aethorn's
7 feet, right?
with the sheriff.
Oh, he's with the sheriff also.
Mm.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm just lifting him up and setting him up there, not throwing him.
I mean, do you want to throw him instead?
I
I
mean,
wanted.
Because I mean, it's with your 8 feet plus reach, he'll have more than enough body left to just scramble up on top.
Well, the thought
Alright.
is Angus is an annoying little kid. Let's see how far I could throw him.
You could do that too.
Bert could
You
throw
could
me all the
absolutely
way to the
vent by
desert.
just hucking him.
Huh?
Vent by just hucking me. Then. I mean, do whatever you want. I'm probably gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw if you're gonna huck me.
I'm just gonna set you up there.
All right, you are now on the ceiling and, or not the ceiling, the roof. And you will now, I guess, shimmy or I guess climb up onto the top of the chimney and just want to drop down, or do you want to shimmy your way down?
I'm probably gonna shimmy down. It is 10 feet. It would hurt if I just
Yeah.
Santa Claus just
1d6 of damage.
jumped down. Yeah, but I'm just gonna shimmy down.
Well, you shimmy your. Actually, make a dex check. Is this? Do you think this would be athletics or acrobatics or just dex?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Either
check.
athletics or acrobatics.
Make an
one or the other.
acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. I'm not
It
doing
would be
Cirque
either
du Soleil
athletics
into
or
the
acrobatics,
chimney.
one or the other.
Or athletics, whatever.
Actually, no, I do have a higher deck. Hold on. I have a higher dex. So, I'll just, yeah. I'll do freaking Ocean's 11, just dun, 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 and just freaking slide on down. Not dexterity. Whoops, that would be acro. Skills, acrobatics. Normal.
Oof.
Ooh. From the outside.
Andre ain't loading it. What did I get?
You got a 2. From the outside, Desiree and Pavu can hear a,
Oops.
ah! And then a of him just hitting the floor.
Right.
1d6
Can
damage.
I,
46 damage.
can I do a
No,
reaction?
1d6.
1d6.
What is he
Holy
taking
fuck.
damage from? I just set him
Falling.
up top.
Falling
He
damage.
fell
No,
down.
me falling down the chimney.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
just.
Falling damage
Bad
is
choices.
1d6 per 10 feet.
D6.
Mm.
And now Angus is covered in ash as well.
And we don't
How
have
much
anybody
damage
with
do I take?
prestidigitation. 1d6.
Right, but I was waiting for him to roll that and tell me.
You take
Or do I just roll it?
1 damage.
You take 1 damage.
Okay. Okay. At least it's only one.
Took a
Does Angus see anything immediately
a bit
through the
sore.
flue? Yeah. Does Angus see anything, like, immediately?
Well, the cell area is right here, and I'd assume you'd want to check there first. But what you see immediately is you are behind the desk, or you are behind a desk right now. You have access to a bunch
Okay,
of
so before I open the front door, I'm gonna just search
I
through
would
the
suggest
desk.
opening the back door.
And also, on this
Back
wall
door?
also are some lockers. Wait, hold on the wall right here, there are some lockers. You can check.
Alright. First I'm going to open up the... Is there a back door?
There is no back door.
Okay, so I'm just gonna open up the
The front door?
front door.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, as soon as whoever's coming in comes in, immediately shut it.
Bob
Like,
will
not
have
leave
him
it hanging open. Yeah, I immediately shut it and start searching through the desk that I landed behind.
Most of them seem to be like copies of the cases, or of like trial transcripts, and some of them are just poorly made drawings. It
Bob
seems
was
somebody
going
at
to
the
take a
Is there,
look
like-
at the
It seems
wall of wet paint.
Yes, the wall of wet paint. That is.
Ink still wet.
Well, it was
it's
just
probably,
painted today in
yeah.
like less than an hour
That wall
ago.
would be right here inside of the cell.
Leading to outside?
No. No, we'll say that there is a mound of dirt in this, like over here in particular.
Okay.
Is there like a desk that's specifically labeled sheriff's desk or like
You are at the
anything?
desk. You are at the sheriff's desk right now.
Oh, I thought you meant there is a bunch of other desks. All right, I'm
if
just
you
gonna
want
search through.
If you want to, you also find just another in the desk. You find a drawer filled with just ammunition for his pistol that he has, his revolver.
I'm taking all the ammo and putting it in my bag.
Damn.
What the fuck are you gonna do with that?
Keep it from him. He's sketchy.
He's already gonna have some rounds loaded. He's probably had some in his pocket.
Won't have as much as he does.
He's not going to be running back into his office to try to load back up if he's going to fight us. He's not going to have that much
Anyway,
time.
it's also like it's like a who knows.
Alright.
Maybe I don't think it'll hurt to have just bullets on you.
I'll just
with
take
nothing to
half of
fire
them.
them through.
Well, what if you find something to fire them?
I'll just take half of
Half of the
leave
bullets.
the other half.
We'll say that is about
Yeah, well, let's say gunpowder's valuable, and you can separate it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say you got about maybe 50 bullets just now. They are.
Couldn't see it,
revolver
100
rounds,
bullets.
So,
Right.
50 pistol rounds. Well, like I could go into specifics, but I'm just going to say pistol rounds just to simplify shit because I don't want to go like 45, 9mm, whatever.
357. Yeah, I got you.
500 Smith and Wesson. 40 short. to weak.
Yeah.
50
Yeah, this is a
caliber.
freaking fantasy world, so there's probably not like a lot of guns. So there probably wouldn't be like
Yeah, you
calibers
don't have
at this
fucking
point.
9x19, 9x20, 9x21.
Also,
Right,
I'm
we're
going
not
to aim.
that
I'm
deep.
going to aim it to end the session like just before the debate begins, just so like we
Yeah.
can have like a good place to start off. Anyway,
Right.
Pavel, you're going to examine the wet paint.
Mhm.
All right. You're just gonna poke it or something.
Yeah, Pavu.
He's going to taste it too.
He's not going to poke where the wet paint is, but he will knock a finger on a dry spot right near it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it hollow?
Yeah, the other side seems to be hollow.
So it's are these where is this in the building?
This is around
It's
right here.
inside
This
the
amount-
cells.
Okay, yes,
It's
but
on
like
this
what
wall.
what is this wall inside of?
It is inside one of the cells. There are, although this is just lining for the roof, there are 2 cells here.
Okay, so Pavel will walk inside of the cell, and he will knock on the back wall to get Desiree's attention.
So if you want to get Desiree's attention, it should be on this side. But however, there's a mound of dirt on this side.
Well, I haven't
Yes.
moved
Yeah, so
Desiree at all.
Pablo's knocking on the window to try to get Desiree's attention,
The metal box.
or the box.
We'll just say
door.
she hears and heads over.
Des.
Yeah.
Pablo will point where she can see toward the wall. What's on the other side of this wall?
It is a mound of dirt that is pressed against the wall.
There's a mound of dirt pressed up against it. I wonder what's there. Give me a
Dig
minute.
it out.
Desiree goes down and starts digging around and seeing what she can find.
Angus looks out the door. The sheriff isn't coming, right?
The sheriff is not coming right now.
He's gonna start searching through the lockers rather than the desk, since he saw all he needed to see in the desk.
Yeah, the
He's gonna
desk
start
just has
searching the
files.
lockers. Just has files and
Aethor.
100 bullets in it for some reason.
Aethor would be
we'll do
talking
like a
to
very
this
brief
sheriff,
thing
by the
for Aethorn. Aethorn, what are you, Orla, and Officer Rudy starting a conversation about?
About
Oh, the weather today, huh?
The weather.
Hey, those mining charges. Where did you get them?
Those are some lovely mining charges you have. Where'd you get them from? Anyway,
Because I have a party member who would be particularly interested in purchasing some
Aethorn, what are you talking about? what do you want to talk about with Orla and
for a reasonable price.
Rudy?
Rudy asks, "Where's your friends?" He forgets to lie and says, "They broke into the police office." Oops.
We'll assume you guys are talking about what's like the best way to prepare a steak. We'll
What?
assume that's what you're
No, I'm
about.
talking to him about the doctor.
Oh, the
What are you guys
doctor.
talking
Rare,
What about that?
obviously.
Ah,
So, what have I found in this digging?
you found a tunnel.
Tunnel?
about? I knew it.
Oh shoot!
There's a
What
tunnel over here.
direction does the tunnel
Well,
lead?
there's a nice big old bit of evidence. Is there anything else of major note here in the police station?
Well,
Yeah, I
Angus
was
is about to
searching
check
the lockers.
In the lockers,
So,
Angus finds a holster with no gun, like a holster belt, like a whole belt with like the thing,
Like a belt with the-
holster.
So
Yeah.
this motherfucker just has his belt, just has his gun in his pocket instead of in a goddamn holster.
Because the belt
Right,
is
for
too big
some
him.
reason.
Right, because the rules of gun safety just don't fucking exist.
It's
in the
because the
fantasy
belt
world,
is too. It's because the belt is too big for him.
he thinks he's a
I
gangster.
guess.
Take a knife and drill some new holes.
It would fit Angus though if he wants it.
Does
So,
Angus have a belt on?
The thing is,
Right.
the book is kind of blocking.
so Desiree is going to
Does not
reach
appear
through
so.
the tunnel.
It's a tunnel big
crawl
enough
in.
to fit people in. I like to walk through.
Yeah, she's going to reach through it and see if it leads to, say, a dislodged tile underneath the bed or whatever
Hmm?
in the cell
Or towards the direction of the desert? No, you said it
Right.
wasn't to walk through. Never mind.
No, it is to
Um,
walk through. You can walk through it. It seems to head this way and then a turn, which makes it start to head. Hold on, let me get the ruler so I can point this out.
Yeah, the
better.
ruler would be a lot better for that.
It begins to go this way and then there's a turn, which makes it head this
See,
way.
did this character ever get sending stones? Let me see.
What do you mean sending stuff? Yeah, it's like that.
I don't think she did. No.
No, we
Okay,
opted
so
to
where
not
does it
get
go?
we opted to not get
Starts
the,
off this way, then there's a
the stones
U-turn
of March
Towards
that
the
starts
desert.
heading towards the desert. Would you like
Um,
to,
Yeah, Angus is gonna take the holster belt. Just for like, who cares, right?
Yeah. Now the question is, where does this hole connect to in the jail? Does it just go right up to that wall? What's been painted
right
over?
up to the wall.
Said it was graffiti when
That's what he said. He said
right
graffiti.
when I asked him what the painting was about, he said he was painting over graffiti.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what do I discover when I'm going through the tunnel?
Torches and some pretty foul smells.
Well, that would be the connection to the outhouse.
Anything else?
There are 2 foul smells, but the outhouse one seems to overpower the other.
Oh shoot! Someone's in the tunnel.
Yeah, Desiree's in the tunnel.
There are
I
lanterns,
mean, someone else, like Isaac or
Someone's
someone.
rotting.
there are lanterns already set
Someone's
up along the
walking
pathway.
to.
So this
According
is
to what I heard.
So you would assume this has been here for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you like to keep going down, or would you like to stop and help out your friends for the trial?
I actually don't know what they're doing at the moment, but I think
Pavu had indicated that there is something important over here.
Do you think you'd like to head back before venturing forth?
Desiree will head back to the window and go, "Hey, Pavu, come out here.
All right.
We've got some inspecting to do."
Pavu will head out.
Is there anything else? Can I just roll an investigation check to like
I can just
for
tell
me
you
searching
because
the entire
you are a
department?
boy detective.
See if anything.
To spot things that are in here, like I'm just gonna give it to you just because you're like Angus, boy detective, whatever. You find a bottle that once had a red liquid in it, but it does not smell like blood.
Okay.
Alcohol.
I'm taking all this stuff with me. I'm not just leaving it, of course.
Fucking stinky fingers over here.
Kleptomaniac.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if I
No
leave
fucking
it,
wonder you
there's
have that book.
fingerprints. If I leave it, there's fingerprints.
Plints.
It's called
So
don't touch
yeah.
shit if you don't have to. So like the
Well, he's
belt,
probably
you don't
picking
have to
it
fucking
up.
touch it.
Okay.
The lockers, put your fingers under your shirt and then touch it.
Anyway, now we cut to Athorn, Rudy,
Also,
and...
remember, we are in like medieval tech here, so like there's no fucking fingerprinting.
Well, there's also guns, so like.
So at the very least, we're in the very early 1900s. There's no fucking fingerprint kits here.
Anyway, we'll cut to Orla, Athorn, and Rudy. So, do you all have any hobbies? Anything?
Wait, is Rudy asking this?
No, Orla's asking it.
Oh.
First conversation. We got freaking Ocean's 11.
Yeah, putting your ass in jail.
Orla's clicking a pen. As she does.
I love the freaking stark contrast of like Ocean's 11 searching the freaking police department for like stuff, and then like, oh, the weather today, huh? Freaking cut back. There's bullets in a drawer and a bottle with red stuff that ain't blood in it, and then we've got like.
Is it perhaps wine?
Hobbies? Probably wine.
Anyway,
like if I smell it, what do I smell? Because you specifically said it doesn't smell like blood. Does it smell like anything?
It has a smell, but you can't really like put a finger on it. You can't compare it to anything, but it has a smell.
Does it have an alcoholic smell? Does it have a potion smell?
It doesn't smell like a fruit, and it doesn't smell like a potion. It smells like. Does ink have a smell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of.
It smells. It smells like ink. It's thicker.
Yeah, because ink has like some.
Yeah.
Thicker than ink, but smells like it. But probably not paint, because paint and ink smell like two different things.
It's not like significantly thicker than paint. It's just a little thicker. So not paint. It's just a little thicker than ink. Anyway,
so red ink.
I'd
Something of the sort.
assume your the detective boy is joining you two in the tunnel.
Yeah, once
I have no other
Pablo
need
sees
for
the
the-
tunnel, given that this tunnel is sized for a dwarf, he will head back inside of the building. Angus, we need someone of your small stature out here.
Desiree managed
Yeah,
to
you
make
get-
it through the tunnel.
That's where it can
I'm
fit.
sure she was
Yeah,
cramped as shit.
Yeah,
Ang-
maybe
they
so.
have to bend over a little, but like a Goliath should fit in there if they just bend over a little bit.
If this is sized for a dwarf, then we have to crawl.
It's human sized.
It's human sized. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's probably about an 8 foot tall ceiling anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Angus was already on his
expecting
way out.
dwarf, so yeah, we have to stoop a little.
Yeah,
Not really
Angus
that
was
big a
already
deal.
on his way out.
Okay, well then Pablo will say, Angus, we've made a big discovery. Get out here.
I'm already on my way, and you hear in his backpack just like chunk, 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 chunk.
Pablo will put his hand out in front of Angus. What the fuck did you pick up?
Let's see. 50
Bullets.
bullets. A holster.
Okay, 50 bullets, a holster, and a bottle with something in it, all of which I think are needed.
Really?
There's a method to my madness, and I just continue walking around the back
Yes,
to
it
the
most certainly is.
Uh-huh.
Fucking kleptomaniac.
Jeez.
I didn't
Why
take
did we
everything.
bring this kid
I took
along again?
some-
Good question.
I didn't take everything, alright? Or that. Let's
No,
go.
but you took enough. You took everything but the fucking kitchen sink, didn't you?
And you took it from the police station.
Yeah.
How smart does that seem to you?
Again,
For a
I
smart
didn't
kid, you're
take
pretty
everything.
dumb.
Right?
I
Come
took
on.
trash. I took half of an overabundance of bullets that no one's really going to notice, and
You
holster.
took
How
no
do
one's
you
gonna
know?
bottle. You took 50 whole ass bullets.
You
And
know,
you took a holster.
In a drawer with 100 of them.
That's still half the
wow,
goddamn
that's
bullets
half
in
of what was there. That's really noticeable.
there. That's
And
really
by the
fucking
way,
noticeable.
most places that issue you weapons and guns and bullets like that keep track
real
of
good track.
exactly how much ammunition is there and how much has been used.
I didn't find no papers saying, like, 100 bullets are in this drawer. I didn't
What, you
take
think
any
they
of
just keep
hold
them
on.
laying out?
Just to keep this from dragging on any longer, I'm going to say him getting the bullets was actually a good idea.
Oh, good grief.
It's him getting bullets that he cannot use.
Anyway,
It's also taking
Desiree
bullets
can
from
flick them
someone who's
hard
Fire a
enough
in-
that they
shotgun
work
shell
as a bullet.
outside of a shotgun, it's a glorified firecracker.
Right.
All I would really need to set it off is like a pair of pliers, a really strong hand, and friggin'
No,
pin to
you
flap.
need to smash the primer. Really
Yeah.
fucking
I
hard.
know. Anyway. Yeah, I just continue down the path, yeah.
the stench starts to increase more, but that's probably because you're getting closer to the source of it.
Desiree, you should probably, like, cover that back up a bit.
Back up.
Nah, fuck
Cover
it.
what?
No. You
The
want
hole that we came in through.
No. Because
Alright.
if he comes out, then we'll know.
Anyway,
Nora, remember?
as you guys reach up
Oh,
to
right,
here,
yeah, Nora.
as you guys reach up to here, there is
Mhm.
there's a very tall, like as if it were for like a castle wall, set of 2 wooden doors with a massive, with like a lock on it. Not like a padlock, like a sliding bar lock.
One of the easiest goddamn locks to pick.
But it's not on.
Right.
It's yeah.
Clink, you don't even have to pick that thing. Just take something and shove it down a bunch.
Yeah, practically.
Desiree just
Yeah, I'm
shoves
gonna
it
try to-
open.
Pick that.
Yeah,
Come on, we gotta be a little subtle.
Fuck subtle.
I was! I didn't use my axes!
Anyway, the shutting
door
of that door,
down!
you start to hear.
These are tunnels of which are unofficial
Anyway,
under the town.
as you
We don't need to be subtle.
that lack of subtleness, you guys hear a series of footsteps, quiet and loud. On
There's
the
no
other
need to
side.
be subtle. It's a bunch of fun uncharted tunnels underneath.
We're
the
dealing
door.
with
Desiree,
Now
cultists
we gotta
here.
fight.
Shut the fuck up.
Desiree pulls out her axes just in case. She
And-
has
Pablo
them
will pull
at,
out-
she has
Pablo
them
will
kind of
pull
a
out his
low
hammer.
ready position.
And
Yeah.
now you just hear you
Angus
just
pulls out his hand crossbow
You hear
and
more
the dagger.
mechanisms.
You back the fuck up, kid.
You hear
I will not have you
I'm
in my
gonna
way for
help.
combat.
You hear more
He
like
backs up like 3 steps. I'm still helping.
you hear a bunch of shifting and clicking on the door, and now if you took a wild guess, they probably reinforced it or locked it even more.
Time for axes.
Death smash.
Desiree just rears
Angus
up with her
sighs.
axes and tears that door open with them.
After you tear a normal person-sized hole through that first door, there's a second. It's the second door.
Whatever, I'm smashing that one too.
All right. You smash that door too, and you first
what I'm
get that first massive wave of that horrible stench. Poop smell.
Oh, so
Also the other
that
horrible
has
stench.
smell
So,
not.
I guess make a Constitution saving throw to see if you throw up. It's
All right.
it is a pretty bad stench, like all of you.
A Constitution. I don't think Angus doesn't have that great.
All right, Angus does just fine.
Probably just barely.
Pavu throws up, and Desiree does just fine.
What was the DC? 12?
Yeah, the DC was 12.
Quite specific. So, Pavu throws up in his mouth a bit, but he's not.
Yeah, he ain't freaking.
You're not like
Yeah.
you're not like regurgitating your insides.
Yeah.
Right. You're not blowing. You're not blowing.
And now you hear, and
Chunks.
the other end is.
Do we
almost-
recognize the smell as anything specific, like rotting corpse?
Rotting corpse, poo. What are we smelling?
You smell mainly mainly poop and a little bit of rotting corpse, but it's
Oh, lovely.
mainly poop smell.
Let's just hope it's not rotting jizzle.
That'd be
The
pretty
other
messed up
side
if it
is
was.
completely pitch black. The only thing you can get from you can only hear and smell what's on the other side. You hear? once
Pablo will
again-
light up a torch.
You will light up a torch.
That works. Yeah, I was
Isn't
gonna
there
say, do
torches
we
all
have
along the path.
Yeah,
way
you said there
to
were
illuminate
torches.
Stuff?
Yes. Oh no, there's
Yeah.
lanterns, but
He said the other side of the door though is pitch black,
Oh,
so we had light all the way here, but not there.
any farther.
anyway, you want to know what you see on the other side?
An explosion, because apparently all of that poop smell is flammable.
Too much methane.
Okay. Anyway, are you going to stick your arm through the hole for the torch? Put the torch in?
No.
Huh?
I mean, that's. She tears the door down.
Oh,
Or, like-
completely
Yeah,
down?
she tore the door down, not just made like a small armhole.
Or she could tear out the side what's holding it in place and then
Oh,
push
okay,
it
'cause
forward.
What I imagined was she was using her axe to make holes in the door.
No,
Hmm.
No, you
like
you-
remove the door from its hinges.
Oh.
Yeah, either that or remove
Oh,
or
yeah, I
remove
was
the
kinda
door
thinking
from
that
its
too.
latch.
So if that's the case,
And then push it in.
the door just. You should probably watch your toes for this one because they would probably crush your toes if it lands on them. Anyway, that's because the door's big and fucking heavy. It slams
Dexterity
onto the
saving
ground,
throws. Oh,
and then
no.
falls forwards with a
Towards us?
Uh,
No,
Forward
not
would be
towards us,
away
yeah.
from us.
it would be towards you.
Yeah.
If
That
it
was
were
a stupid
falling,
question.
if it were falling towards us, fucking
Towards us, it
phantom
would be
fist.
falling back.
Boom.
Boom.
Go that way.
If it's falling towards us, I don't see how that even works
Anyway,
because Desiree's like
Yeah.
dashing
Yeah,
and throwing.
yeah, that was a really stupid
The
question.
room is dimly lit,
Physics.
and there is something, and you hear something at the end of the room you guys have just got into. Where it's like that end of the room is pitch black though, so you'll have to move closer for that.
You wanna fucking go? Let's go.
And
Angus puts away his hand crossbow because he doesn't see a use in wielding that and pulls out the dagger.
In such narrow tunnels.
And darkness. Not really gonna work.
you hear a footstep louder than any of you can make. You hear.
Well,
I don't
We got a
know.
big boy.
You hear
If Desiree
ghoulish
tries, she
groaning,
can make a
you
pretty
hear,
darn loud
"Ugh." And then
Angus is terrified.
something falls forward, and with a meaty thud, a flesh golem falls on its face right in front of all of you.
Cut to A Thorn.
And now we cut to
So the
Aethor,
weather.
Orla, and
Cut to Aethorn. You like your steak well done? Man, I ought to smash you across the face with the plate.
Oh
but now they're
man.
talking about books that they've read recently that they enjoyed. Oh, I'll really enjoy
Little did they
this.
know, almost right under them, freaking
I'll really enjoy
zombie.
this book called Tusk Love. Very nice. What about you, Aethor?
How large is this flesh golem?
It's, we'll say, maybe... The room you guys entered in is a lot taller, so this one is roughly 15 feet tall. But
Okay.
it fell on its face in front of all of you. You do not think it's alive anymore, for there are weapons poking out of its back.
So it's not a zombie, it's just a giant thing that just clearly, I guess, died.
Flesh golems aren't
Um,
zombies.
They are inherently different.
Yep.
No.
And
Yeah, flesh. Yeah, like the meat monster from Murder on the Rockport Limited.
Right?
Probably.
Technically, that was...
no, Flesh Golem
Technically,
touch
it was
skin.
undead, but
Flesh Golem
Well,
touch
you
skin.
could also argue that... You could also argue that the meat monster from Murder on the Rockport Limited was a zombie because it was made from a part of
or
a dead
undead
person.
at the very least.
Hold on.
Undead at the very least, right?
Go to.
and-
if you go to off topic, the Flesh Golem look like this.
I
Would be
wanna,
very on topic.
I don't know. I probably
Right.
should have put in general, but anyway.
Right, yeah. Mm.
And behind it you
Angus-
hear.
Here's
you,
a question: do flesh golems count as undead?
Well, I don't know if. Oh, let me check. No, it's
Let's
a
check
construct.
5e.tools.
They are constructs.
Mhm.
Really?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
Huh. Okay.
Kristen.
Either way.
I want to make sure it's dead. Just like 100% make sure
Pavu will
it's dead,
not
so
let
probably
fucking Angus
medicine?
move in front of him.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were already in front of it because you said, "Come on, let's go." So I thought you were already ahead of it.
Pavu was like fucking was about to bang his hammer on his shield, like, "Come on, fucker!" No.
Oh, all right.
was-
Then never mind.
but
Then never mind. He
You will
doesn't do
not
that.
move in front of Pavu.
Oh no, that
You will
wasn't.
not.
That wasn't going to be.
Well, you
Unless
guys
if
are
you want to
doing
attempt
that.
to, in which case you will get your ass thrown backwards.
Well, you guys are doing that. You hear more shifting and more clicks behind the now stone doors that are
Oh
behind.
boy.
So whoever
Well,
was
that's
in
what
here,
Aethor
whoever just
doing.
killed it, is going.
Pavu will turn around to Angus. Go get Ithorn. We got some combat on our hands.
Okay. And Angus, I guess, starts running down the tunnel.
And tell the mayor to keep Rudy there.
Halfway across down the tunnel, Angus says, "Wait, couldn't you just tell Nora to go get him?"
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. Well,
No, Nora
Of course,
can't
Nora
tell.
can't tell him anything.
Yeah, Nora
so-
can't tell him.
Ah, right, sure.
Okay, so
Right.
also wait, so Nora can speak to Pavu telepathically,
Danger,
right?
Will Robinson. What?
Correct.
All right. Well, Nora tells Pavu, the doctor and Isaac are now heading towards town hall.
Noted.
Yep, that's it. So,
Pavu will let Desiree know of this.
Should Angus keep going, or Angus keep going to tell Ithorn, or will Nora just body language
Nora,
tell
I
him?
think Nora can.
No.
Alright, then.
Nah, there's nothing that Nora can communicate with him. Not
Alright, then,
directly.
yeah, Angus is gonna keep going.
All right. You're heading to town hall, right? Angus.
Correct.
Right. Well, we'll bring you.
Well,
to
at
town
least
hall.
we know after this one we're fucking getting some stones of far speech.
Uh-huh. Angus is going to, like, whisper in Ithorn's ear, so, like, Rudy doesn't hear. He'll also whisper into, Orla's ear, probably.
Also, don't forget
That, like,
Isaac and
we found...
Isaac and Wen have shown up.
Oh, shoot. Dang, that's gonna be a hard, like, check if I were to just whisper to him.
We just I'm in
Well,
the.
alternatively, change of plans. Keep them here.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Surely
first,
three
go to
cultists
town
aren't
hall,
going
hold
but
on,
giving him about the words of some
on.
old man.
I'm going to
Three
need.
suspected
I need
cultists,
Angus to go to
probably.
town hall.
Yeah,
Like, go to the
he
town
was
hall now.
probably already
No, like go to the
on
town
his
hall.
way
now.
there.
No, meaning you
Oh,
go
right.
to the town hall.
Oh,
Actually,
there
we don't
is
have
no
access to
town
that.
hall.
It's not
Oh,
up
you
the
don't have
top.
access? Hold on.
I thought you were telling me, like, no, don't
Yeah.
stay. I need him at the town hall. Oh,
Navigation. Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Try
If we were told, or if Nora told me that that Isaac and Dr. Wen were headed to the town hall before I let Angus go, then Pavel would have told him something to tell Ithorn, keep them all there. Do not let them down.
All right. So, Angus, you show up to the town hall, right?
right.
Well, since everybody. Oh, hold on. This is not there. But as you show.
That's right. And Pavu aren't at the town hall, are they?
Yeah. Well,
Correct.
Their tokens.
We
were
are
what I
directly
was
underneath.
Underneath it, basically.
As you enter the door, from the trial room itself, since you're meeting in his office, Mayor Kuma walks in and says, "So, are you ready to start the trial?" And
Oh?
this would be, you're going to need to respond to him.
Oh, no, we aren't quite ready yet. Postpone it for, like, maybe 2 hours? Pops?
Well,
Big
what about
things
everyone
are going
else?
down.
And hold on. Rudy, Isaac, and Wen state that. Oh, I mean, I guess Orla is also thinks that you guys are ready for the trial. So that's. So he asks. So, all in favor for starting the trial right now? I guess raise your hand. And that would be.
Angus was gonna whisper in Orla's ear, like, we got more evidence. We can't start now. Might have more evidence. Can't start quite yet.
Are you sure?
Have to make some certain. We need to investigate it. We can't just, like, leave this go. I'm assuming I'd need to make a check to make sure no one else hears it. Because I don't want anybody else to hear it. Like,
You're whispering.
I don't trust Rudy, Isaac, and freaking the other doctor for anything.
And then
So what sort of check would that
Isaac
be?
pipes up either way. You're outnumbered 3-2. Unless you're bringing other friends into here.
Nora counts.
She's a cat.
You don't have
Robbers.
anyone there who can speak with her, so yeah.
Actually, dang.
Nora will with her nose write a little P on the ground, and then shake her head.
Oh yeah. Also,
Pavu says no.
at this point, Nurse Roma, although she's showing up late, she shows up.
Is
She's
Pavel
gonna be
relaying
sent
the
to the trial,
information to
too.
me?
Yes.
Then Desiree also votes no, we don't start the trial yet.
Nora writes a little D on the ground and then shakes her head no.
And what? Oh, and Angus is already there. So that's. Oh yeah, Nathan's also already there. Hold on.
Yeah, Aethorn's already there, so we're on
Yeah,
5-4.
It was a tie to begin with, so I guess. Huh. Okay. Then I guess we'll start later. And